Well, hello there. So I lied last time, as it turns out. I forgot a couple of missions. I was doing the ratings on Thief Guild that I usually do, like, after I finish playing a mission, and noticed there's a couple of things that I don't have. One of them got placed, like, a little bit down the line for some reason, even though chronologically it comes earlier. I don't know why. Anyway, one of them got placed, like, several missions before. So that's what we're going to start with instead of the Saint of Redmound. We're going to start with Spider Caves by Comag. It's from February 26th, 2001. Description says, on your way to grab some grub at a nearby tavern, a band of city guards transporting something spotted you as you tried to grab the contents of the crate for yourself. They didn't nab you, however, and you ran out of the city limits with a few of them hot on your trail. Charging into a nearby cave, you stumble over a sleeping body and fall headlong down a steep hole, while the guards above can be heard discovering that there are a few other lowly thieves in the cave, including the one you stumbled over. Thinking they've caught up to and apprehended the thief they were trailing, they begin to mercilessly attack the other thieves, while you manage to scramble away deeper into the caves. Alright. Well, let's just, let's see just how spidery these particular caves are. They can't be that spidery because the mission size is 1 megabyte, so I don't think this is going to be a particularly involved mission, but let's see. Find a way out of this place. Alright, let's find— oh my god! Okay.
Oh, what was that?
Scared, are we? You're dead, pal.
Sure. Just help yourself to some of my health, I guess. I didn't need that anyway. Hello, frog beast. Oh my god, okay. Cool. Well, that was a jump scare of a start. I wasn't, exactly. Hello, Marbo. Hot Thursday Taff in action. It is Thief Thursday. And here is one of the spiders from one of the titular spiders from the spider caves. And there's another frog beast. Do I have— okay, I do actually have broadhead arrows. But what if I was a ball? Never mind. Never mind. That's I thought I could get away with knocking it out, but that's gonna be a no. He's too alerted. Now I've alerted another one. And also a spider. Hey, what's up, VFig? Mixed spiders, yes. This is, oh, hello. This is the Spider Caves by Comag, but there seem to be more, frogs than spiders so far. We're at a 2-to-1 frog-spider ratio thus far. I do hear at least 2 spiders, though, so... do I have a map? No. It would be very silly, but... the frogs just rent, yeah. The frogs have a lease on the place. Oh! Hello. Smart move is to always take out the big one first, because you can just blackjack the small ones. Alright, what do we have here? What does this say? Leathery scroll. I don't expect anyone to find me here alive, but I'm writing this anyway. If someone finds this note, please take it to Sir Richard of Morsley. Richard, I wanted you to know that our enemies did not get me. I escaped their spies, but I had to flee the city, and in my haste I ran into a cave and fell down this wretched hole where I lay with 2 broken legs and other more severe injuries. Alas, you will have to complete our mission without me. I only hope this note finds its way to you soon enough. Your faithful cohort, Garn. Oh, good. Let's... First of all, okay. He only broke his legs from that, huh? And several other injuries, I guess he said, but, like... Man must have drank a lot of milk. He's got strong bones, if that's his only problem. Anyway. Expedition Lazarus, the search for the Horn of Quintas, the lesser-known cousin of the Horn of Quintus. Day 1. I, Bartholomew of Cornell Hill Estate, on this 18th day of the City Archival Conference of the Year of our Builder XX43, do hereby record the commencement of our search for the Horn of Quintas with its ancient resurrection powers. Our team is small, only the 3 of us from the curator's office, but we have been in preparation for months now. We set out at dusk tonight, and my anticipation is heavy. The Quintas horn, yeah. Our research has led us to believe that the ancient Bone Horde has a secret entrance through a network of deep caves whose entrance is found a short distance outside of the city toward the Great Mountains. If all goes well, we should be back in our homes within 3 days. But as a precaution, we are taking supplies for 5. May the Builder guide and protect us. Day 2. Holy Builder! Disaster! Death! Arthone is dead! Our blasted climbing equipment was completely lacking to get us down that mile-high hole safely. None of us felt very stable. Galvina slipped first, knocking Arthone and myself down with her, and we fell for what seemed like ages before hitting the water. Arthone did not survive the fall. I suppose he twisted his neck. I managed to gain my senses before drowning and found Galvina trying to stay afloat. By some miracle, we found a small tunnel under the water, which led to this cave we are in tonight. She has fainted or something, as I cannot wake her now, but she breathes still. I fear I swallowed some bad water. I feel quite ill. Oh my, we are sure to die in this horrid place. We cannot hope for rescue, as our expedition was entirely kept secret, and all of our healing supplies were being carried by Arthorn. If I die down here in these caves, at least I will not be the first. In our early descent, we found the remains of a poor soul named Garn, who left a note behind, to be delivered to a Richard of Morsley. Poor chap broke his legs, something awful. We had planned to deliver the note, anonymously of course, but I fear it may stay down here with us until someone else happens along, if ever. Day 3. Galvina has not awakened, and I fear she may be in a sleep of death. She has not taken any food, but I think she did swallow a bit of water I gave her. As for me, I have had trouble keeping much food down, as my illness has not let up. If I were home, I would take a bath and have a healthy meal, but here I am surrounded by filth and worms, enough to drive a literary man mad. I feel extremely weak, but I must just try to keep my wits about me. Day 4. I am still ill, but with the blessing of the Builder today, I mustered the strength to swim back to Arthorn's body. Arthon's body. I keep saying Arthorn for some reason. I gathered what supplies of his I could while my weary breath held out, and made it back to this cave coughing till I thought I would die, and I yet may. I have ministered to Galvina what I could, but her life seems to be fading into nothing. Up on one side of this cave there is a large hole which I believe a man could fit through. I've heard some spider hissings from it, along with other strange noises, but I have decided that if poor Galvina stops breathing tonight, then tomorrow I'll take my chances through that hole. Day 5. Blessed be the Builder, I am alive. But alas, Galvina has perished. I woke in the middle of the night to the awful sounds of her spasms and writhing. In her final agony, she bruised my eye so that my vision is blurred, but I do not curse her for it. I regret I was too weak to bury her, and perhaps I should have stayed by her side to die there as well. But, oh my, what horrible spiders I've encountered. These caves seem to be a maze-work of spider tunnels and nests, and there are these small beasts, like frogs, but one leaped at me, and as I ducked away, I heard it explode, spattering blood all over me. I had to run from a number of spiders after taking a few wrong turns, when to my astonishment I came across a man-sized one in a very tall cavern. The terror it struck in me has never been equaled. I thought I was rather weak, but I leapt to a ledge, and then to another, and another, until I scrambled up a tunnel and escaped its wrath. After catching my breath for a very long time, I pulled myself up and crawled to a cramped mushroom-lit cave, as far away from any noises as I could find. Here I will rest tonight, though I am much affrighted to fall asleep. Day 6. I awoke this morning to the sound of a spider hissing. It had not found me yet, thank the Builder, so I quickly gathered my things and made a run for it. I came across a very narrow bridge spanning the tall cavern with the spider beast. I could hear it hissing below. There was also a smaller spider sitting at the other side of the bridge, but it was the only way to go, so I braved the bridge and the spider, leaping to the ledge on the other side and scampering into another tunnel. I am still sick, so all this vigorous romping has nearly killed me. I've found a secluded cave in which I hope to recover for a day or two before I continue. Day 7. Today was not... Okay, there's not that much more. Today was non-eventful. I could hear noises in the distance, but nothing close. I guess I found a good spot. My rations are low. Even though I salvaged what I could from my companions, some of it was lost in the fall, and what was left may actually be keeping me sick because of the cavern water it was soaked in. Day 8. I have only been getting worse, and my food is running very low, perhaps a day left. So today I pressed forward, though I am weaker than ever before. When I reached a tunnel that stretched nearly straight up and down, my hopes nearly gave out, but I struggled with all my strength and faith in me, and managed to crawl up it after a couple of hours of inchwork and slippage. There are more spiders up here, but I'm doing my best to keep my distance from them. I found a path which leads back to the cave where we found the bones of Garn, but it is blocked by a boulder which has long embedded itself in the cavern walls, and alas, I am far too weak to make an effort to move it. I shall have to find another way out, but the builder will guide me. Day 9. I have nearly run out of food, but I think I am nearly out of this place. So much for the secret entrance to the Bone Hoard. I do not believe it is in these caves, if there is one at all, for that matter. Perhaps, after I have escaped and made it home, someday I will renew my search for the horn. Despite my good hopes of escape, I am weaker and more ill than yesterday, and I've nearly fainted on more than one occasion. I found the top of the tall cavern, but there are a series of ledges which lead to the other side, and I fear to jump across them. I'll rest here tonight, and make the attempt tomorrow. If the builder has mercy, I may be home tomorrow night. Day 537, more spiders. My pen has run out, so I'm using my own blood to write. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Scoop? Welcome to the Spider Caves. We're at about it's the Spider Caves. That's what it's called. It's almost a descriptive name for the mission, except we're at like I don't know. This is like 2/3 to spiders to 1/3 frog beasts cave. It is a Comeg mission. Oh. This is, guess we'll follow the sound of spiders. Perhaps they will show me the way. Be gone. Alright. Oop. I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of this. But this way had a spider, so nope, this also doesn't have anything in it. Neat. Do I have any rope arrows? Absolutely not. Okay. That was a really long readable back there. Even though I am a writer. I'm like legitimately I'm a certified professional writer. Like I have a degree in it and everything. I like to read stuff, but also in the in the interactive medium, you want to keep things relatively short because people are here to people are here to play a game, not to read a book. A lot of the time. I mean, there are some exceptions like oh my god. Disco Elysium, for instance, is like almost like an interactive novel in a way, and is incredibly well written. But also, you know, you're signing up for that. Like it's a different genre. Something like this. Get that degree in tightrope walking. I know. Oh, thank you. I actually have made a mission. Sort of. I co-authored a mission. Heart and Soul with Stinky Kitty back in 2018. I did do some readable writing for that one, but they all sucked ass. And I'm glad Stinky Kitty did not let me put them in there. He had more sense than me. I was younger and much more naive at the time, and I was like, man, I'm gonna write like the sickest lore for this thing. And I don't think that the ideas were entirely bad. Why is there so much lag? But yeah, it would have been like they were way too long. They were way, way, way too long. Played it. Yeah, been a minute. Don't remember. Yeah, so Stinky Kitty, all of the readables that that appear in the mission were written by Stinky Kitty. Mine just got like scrapped completely, which was for the better. The only thing that I would say I disagree with that was left in um, is the setup, which is that the Hammerites are like blackmailing Garrett to do the heist for him. I didn't really agree with that at the time, and I still don't particularly. But I mean, it's not the worst. It feels a lot more contrived. I don't remember what my contrivance was for why Garrett was there. It might have had something to do with the keepers wanted him to do it, which is cliche also, but does make slightly more sense than it makes a lot more sense than the Hammerites being able to blackmail him for some reason. But other than that, I mean, I don't begrudge Stinky Kitty for putting that in there. It's still functional, but yeah, the whole development of that mission. Hello. Okay. The whole development of that mission was a bit wacky in a sense, because I didn't decide. Oh, we got a 3-minute warning on the ads. I didn't decide that I was even gonna like participate in that contest until probably like 3 or maybe 4 months into the contest. And Stinky Kitty put out an offer that he was like, "Yeah, I'm willing to like help any first timers like realize their vision or whatever." So I had this like idea, which the whole thing did not make it into the final product, because we just straight up ran out of time. But I ended up learning a fair amount about like level design, architecture, like how to put things together, so on and so forth. But at the end of August, I had to go off to university and leave my beloved PC behind. So I was like, all right, I'll get a laptop that can run Thief, and I will take that with me. And I got a laptop, and on paper it could run Thief, but as I found out later, it could not really run Thief. So yeah, there was a point where it basically became, I am so sorry, but there's nothing I can really do to help, because I literally like the DrawMed just like slows to like 1 FPS every time I try to like add something. So I was able to, like on school breaks and stuff, I was able to go back home, and I think this just leads to the dead end. Does it? I was able to go back and like do some things, but yeah, there became a point where it was just like everything was Stinky Kitty, and I was like, I am so sorry, I feel so bad, but there is literally nothing I can do. So like all of the patrol placement and those cool AIs and stuff, and like the sound schemas and stuff, that was him, and the readables that made it in there. I did write some because like that was a thing that I could do. But as I said, they kind of sucked, so I was still learning at the time, and I had not yet. Wait, this is progress. I had not yet learned the lesson that things need to be kept a lot shorter. So I literally wrote a diary that was like that long, at least as long as that like expedition diary. It wasn't like an audio log syndrome type thing the way that one was a bit, but it was way too long. It was way too long. So I'm is this the exit? I'm glad that actually didn't make it out into the world. Oh, holy shit, it is. The end. Hooray. Spider Cave's complete. And the objective didn't tick off. Nice. Alright, there we go. I'll hit the intermission, and we'll go on to the next one. But yeah, once I get, I will. Remember trying to run Thief on a laptop you had for university as well. Once out of curiosity, yeah, it doesn't. Those unless it's like specifically a gaming laptop, I've found those graphics cards do not handle it very well. Actually, the laptop that I got, I specifically got it because it had a dedicated GPU. Like it wasn't like a great GPU, but it wasn't like one of those integrated graphics cards. It was like a proper GPU. It wasn't good enough to run Thief, apparently, at more than like 5 frames per second. And especially not enough to run. Like I couldn't even. I remember trying to boot up because the first time I booted up Thief, it was like through Drawmed. It was like I was booting up like Heart and Soul, which is not that big of a mission, but there is like a fair amount going on in it, and it would take like literally like 10 minutes to portalize, and I was like, yeah, this is not good. And anytime I went into game mode to check something, it was like slideshow frame rate. So out of curiosity, I booted up the original game, and Baffords ran at like a solid like 10 FPS, I think it was, or something. It was not good. But yeah, eventually I will cover Heart and Soul on this channel. I can do a bit of like a developer commentary, I guess, give you the tour. Tell you a bit about some of the cut content, because I could maybe even show some of the cut content, because there was supposed to be a lot more in there, and those do exist as separate mission files. So they're not that good, but you know, it's there. There's some rough sketches of things. So yeah, maybe I'll even see if I'll reach out to Stinky Kitty and see if he has any commentary to add, or see if he wants to join me on stream for that, and talk a bit about the development process. But that's a long way away. So 18 years to go on the chronological timeline, yeah. Except, so here's the fun thing. You might know this already, but once we get past 2001, people kind of stopped making missions for Thief 1 all that much. So it goes down from like I don't know, 40 or 50 missions per year to like a handful per year. So once we get past like 2000, actually no, it's 2002. I can see there's a fair amount on 2002. Once we get past 2002, basically we're gonna just like rocket forward, and then we're gonna slow down again once New Dark comes out, because missions start getting a lot bigger. But there's not that many of them, so yeah, it's I'm told, I was talking with Wungus the other day, and he's still on 2002 as well. I heard. So I'm actually going to surpass him in Thief 1 missions in the not too distant future, probably within like a couple of months, depending on how long some of this takes me. Although there are like 6 JIS missions in a row, so that's gonna take a while. Yeah, Thief 1 isn't that crazy, and like Thief 2 with the mission boom it had, and like, yeah, 2004 to 2006, the golden age of FMs. Or, so I'm told. I haven't played most of the missions from that phase, because I was playing these, as I've mentioned on stream before, I was playing all this stuff off camera for like years before this, and I made it all the way up to, I think I was in 2000, actually, let me check. I'll just tab over to Thief 2 here. How far did I get? I got as far as Working the Mines by Fred Thiefstone in 2004. That's as far as I got. That one I didn't finish. Not really cool. There's just a shit ton of them. I don't know. I've heard people refer to that era as like the golden age of fan missions. But yeah, Thief 2X was 2005. Yeah, and Thief 2X is legitimately really good. The only thing I don't like about Thief 2X is some of the Some of the 3D models, like for the character, like the new character models, are like really ugly, and the cutscenes, the like in the 3D looking cutscenes don't look very good either. I mean, I can't judge too much because it's literally just like a bunch of fans making it like in their basements or whatever. But yeah, it's the. Don't know why you're talking, even you've played through 100 missions at best. That's still something. I've played through, actually, how many, I'll delay the stream further because I'm curious. I'll open up Thief Guild here and see how, because I've only rated things that I've played on stream. So, let's see. I have to... Oh, shit, I forgot. You have to go all the way to... This is a thing... By the way, Marzik, if you're watching this right now, requested feature, please let people look at their own ratings without having to sift through the entire members list. I mean, I guess you can search yourself, but, yeah, I don't know. It feels like you're, like, clicking on your, like, profile should let you do that. 7 AM, he's definitely not watching. Well, he could be watching the VOD. Okay, I've rated 102 missions. It'll be, like, 103 with the spider caves. Also, damn, I mentioned this a couple streams ago, but, like, the ratings I've got on... The all ratings histogram here is, like, really harsh. But I've rated 9 missions a 1, 13 missions a 2, 18 missions a 3, 21 missions a 4, 12 missions a 5, 16 missions a 6, 8 missions a 7, and 5 missions an 8. And I haven't rated anything a 9 or a 10, but once I play a 9 or a 10, which I will eventually, I've played 9s and 10s off stream. I'll rate them, but I've just been playing missions that are not very good so far, for the most part. Spider Caves was a 10 out of 10, right? Caves with spiders. Yeah, it does do exactly what it says on the tin, but there's all those frog beasts too, so that, in a way, I don't know, they're feel like Comag's cheating me a little bit, but... Deduct a point for the frog beast. Yeah, only a 9 out of 10. True masterpiece of design. But anyway, I should probably stop stalling and carry on with the stream, because we probably, assuming that the next one is not super long, we've got a JIS one after this. So that's gonna probably take the entire rest of the stream, if I even am able to finish it. But anyway, up next is The Saint of Redmound by Morgan, from April 16th, 2001, allegedly. I mean, most of these, the actual, the date that's in the README is not the correct release date. You only got one out of 10? Oh, what's your 1 out of 10? Actually, what are my 1 out of 10s? I just closed this window. I gotta open it all up again. It was an Iron Eagle. Oh yeah, Iron Eagle. Oh boy. Yeah, I know the Iron Eagle lore. I can impart on stream some of the Iron Eagle lore that I know. There's some that I can't impart because it's like kind of private information, but yeah, he's an unstable individual. To say the least. He's got, like, I'll, like, play one of his missions, and I'm probably not going to rate it well, because from what I've heard, his missions are not good. And he's gonna, like, threaten to, like, bomb my house or something. Because of that, because that's just what he does to people. Okay, I've given a 1 out of 10 to, let's see. Uninvited Guests, The Deceptive Scepter, Koobs, Bed 1, The Living City, Fall of a Chook, Events in High Rock, Hit the Slopes, and The Killing Time. Yeah, there's There might be further lore that you don't know, because I know I do occasionally have correspondence with some of the parties that were uh, victims of his insane stuff. So I know a little bit more. He also actually he made. I don't think it's available publicly anymore, but there was a mission that he made because somebody criticized him in a way that he didn't like. I don't remember who it was specifically, but he made a fan mission that was literally just like kill that guy. It was it was like the whole objective. It was like a one-room thing that was just like all of the walls are like plastered in like this guy sucks. We gotta kill him, and yeah, you gotta like kill an NPC that's got his name. It's crazy. I don't remember a lot of these that I've rated 1 out of 10. I mean, Events in High Rock I rated a 1 because of, you know, because of reasons. certain content in that one, not just its design, although its design is not particularly good, but like that's stacked with like the racial slurs and the weird fantasy goon cave stuff. Yeah, but I think the rest of... I think everything else that I've rated a 1 out of 10 was like, just it didn't work in some way. Other than, I guess, Koobs. Koobsy? I don't know how you say it. It's... That one kind of technically works, it just sucks a lot. But, what the hell is the killing time? Let me open this up. I don't remember that at all. Wait, no, this is the one... Okay, Thief Guild is not working for some reason. Oh, there it goes. It just takes a long time. Yeah, this is the one that was literally not finishable. It's like, it doesn't work. That's why I rated it a 1. I think most of the rest... Yeah, most of the rest of them are just like essentially non-functional. But anyway. The Saint of Redmound. Description. You're gonna see if you can get through more routine. Been a week since you put it down. Not super keen on going back, but you try and see how it ends. I've seen... Is routine one of the new ones? I'm now opening Thief Guild up again. I just closed it. It's not Thief? Oh, wait, routine. Oh, yeah, routine is the... Is that, that's that, like, horror game that was, like, in development for, like, 50 million years? Or whatever? And then came out recent? Yeah, that's the one. Stealth horror first announced 13 years ago. Huh. And it's not good enough to keep you more stealth than horror. Yeah, not enough to keep you engaged so far. Mixed? Okay. Well, as long as it's at least like somewhat interesting, I guess. But that's the curse of having something in development for so long. Unfortunately. Sometimes things turn out well, but it's a lot rarer for things to be good after years in development hell than bad. Most infamously, of course, Duke Nukem Forever, which I have played actually, and it's certainly an experience. It does have some of the most uncomfortable scenes I've seen in a game, but like not in a way that is that intentional. It's really bizarre. Maybe someday I'll play that on stream, actually. I don't have the PC version, because I like picked up a version of it at like a junk sale. I got like the PS3 port, some like junk sale for $1 or something, and decided to try it, and wow, it sucks ass. But I have a fascination with bad games, so I I've said before and will say again that someday I may have some kind of like bad game segment on here that I'll try some different stuff. Right now there's a roaming insta-kill monster. You have to go with solving puzzles while avoiding it. Oh, yeah. The good old trial and error. But, yeah. Oh, Scoop Pro makes Osama bin Laden missions on every Thief community member who looks at him funny. Yeah, that's the Iron Eagle special for you. But anyway, I've delayed this for like 15 minutes, so I gotta keep it moving. Thanks for stopping by, VFig. I'll catch you next time, whenever that is, or come by later if routine annoys you enough. I'll still be here for a few hours yet. Or, well, couple anyway. Oh, hey, Sleepy Thief. Good to see you again. How's things been in the last month of my absence? I'm gonna go ahead with the briefing here of the Saint of Redmound, so I don't get distracted further. I've been hired by an eccentric but wealthy man called Ranfield to retrieve something for him. The object in question is a holy relic, the skull of Saint Lambert. The man claims to be a distant relative of Saint Lambert and would like to place the skull in his family tomb. Personally, I don't care if this is true or not, just as long as he pays well. According to Ranfield, the skull is kept in the reliquary of a Hammerite monastery called Redmound. The monastery is situated at the west, in the outskirts of the city. Getting inside might prove to be difficult since the gates are guarded day and night. However, a few years back, the Hammers bought a warehouse close to the monastery. The best way inside is probably through this warehouse, as there should be a passage connecting these two buildings. Oh, that's it. Am I the angry video game nerd if I say the game sucks ass? No, I've actually not, believe it or not, watched, I don't think, any of his videos. Except for like one that got edited into a meme that's like a 5-second long like clip. Everything's normal, you just can't sleep, so not missing the stream right now. Okay. Well, happy to see you again. Saint of Redmound. Okay, find the Skull of Saint... Let's try that again. Find the Skull of St. Lambert and take it. Should be a nice amount of valuables in this monastery. Get at least 1650 in loot. The man who hired you also expressed an interest in the certain notes concerning a secret experiment. The experiment was conducted by the monastery's alchemist brother Ansel, who probably keeps his notes hidden in his laboratory. Find and steal them. Steal them. A master thief doesn't leave corpses behind, don't kill anyone, etc., etc. Usual, once your objectives are completed, get back to where you started. Scoops actually you've had a full night's sleep for once. Well done. Videos are very good, he's very funny. I'll have to check out the substantial backlog of content that he has at some point. A rare case of you being normal. Yeah, I can sympathize. I have a bit of a set of cursed sleep patterns myself, hence why, I mean, this is what time is it? It's 11:04 p.m. in my time zone. So, like, the middle of the night on a Thursday. Because, I mean, partly it's because of my work schedule, but partly I have insomnia sometimes. So, I feel the cursed sleep schedules, because, yeah. I've also recently found out that the place where I moved to, which is like, it's good. I like it. I'm like just in a different. My work's in the middle of the day. Yeah, I work like. I'm like a evening shifter, so I usually work till like, depending on how things are, like 9 or 10 p.m. 7 a.m. Yeah, so it would be, yeah, 7 a.m. in Germany. Other side of the, well, not quite other side of the world, but this water is really loud. Not quite other side of the world, but decently far away. I'm gonna see what's going on over here first. This is, okay. So So okay, that's the warehouse over there. So this is the I'm not supposed to go this way, but I'm gonna have a look at it anyway. But yeah, I shifted locations in the same city. New digs are a lot better, I would say, but I have found, to my dismay, that anytime it snows, there is a crew of like bobcat operators that like clear this parking lot that's nearby to me at literally like they start work at like 3:45 a.m. usually. And the scraping of like the metal scoops on the concrete is like not really possible to sleep through, even with earplugs. So
I would not have thought that rats would dare their teeth.
It's not a problem like 99% of the time. It's only an issue when oh my god. It's only an issue when it snows, but like anytime it snows, I'm like, oh my god, I don't get to sleep.
Clear out storage area 2. We are expecting a delivery from St. Joseph's factory in 2 days.
This was before we had the Thief 2 warehouse doors. So like
Nothing to see now. Do my eyes show me her right?
Snow. Wish that was a thing in Europe. I mean, depends on what part of Europe you're in. I'm given to understand that there are parts of Europe that have quite a lot of snow. Like, at least as much as we have here in Canada.
Nothing to see now.
And, have a lot of snow there. You only get it in January, February? Yeah, it's been actually pretty, pretty snowless, this winter so far. But recently it's been piling up quite a bit. I actually, the other day slipped on the ice because you have to, of course, chip the ice from your sidewalk so people don't slip. And while I was chipping my ice, I slipped on the very ice I was trying to get rid of. And did I do this already? And did myself a minor injury. So my entire left side is not in very good shape. I was able to like twist around a little bit to cushion the fall somewhat, but it wasn't enough. I learned how to fall properly back when I was doing theater. When I was being taught like clowning, I was told how to, you know, gear your body so that you can fall but not hurt yourself. So Eastern Europe back when you were a kid, yeah, decent snow. Not anymore in the past decade or so. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like in around these parts as well, actually. Summer was too wet and cold, winter too mild. It's gonna get much worse. Yeah. Our summer was not... There was like a couple of patches of like extreme heat because in Canada you kind of get this, well, at least in the part of Canada I'm in, you get this weird dichotomy of like it gets to like minus 40 degrees Celsius in the winter, but also sometimes it can get to like plus 40 degrees Celsius in the summer. So that doesn't happen very often. I don't think it actually hits like 40, but it does get to like 35 sometimes. And I've seen it get as much as like 37, 38 before, and that feels like stepping into a blast furnace every time. Like, man, my frail Canadian winter constitution can't take this kind of heat.
What is that?
Oh my god, shit!
Where camest thou?
Oh damn, you're from Ukraine. Hope things are as well as they can be then, because yeah, things have not been too good over there the last bit, to put it as mildly as humanly possible. European summer is 40 degrees. Oh, gross. Yeah, kind of same like here then. I think Ukraine does have a similar climate to parts of Canada, because it's kind of like similar-ish, what is it, latitude? Longitude? Latitude, I think. That's what that is. I think. And up in here. Library. I like the texturing in here. This is good.
Eyes show me the right.
Still there? Ooh.
I would not have thought that rats would dare their teeth against me.
Hope things are okay in your part of the country. What we got here? The origins of... Well, we've got... Okay, we don't have like 50 million pages like last time.
The origin of Redmound Monastery, Novice Caru. The history of Redmound Monastery is a long one. It all began when a group of Hammerites led by Saint Lambert fought the minions of the Trickster near a hill called Redmound. The Hammerites prevailed, but many were killed, and among them was Saint Lambert himself. His last wish was to be buried at Redmound with his slain brethren. Soon a shrine was built to honor his memory. Some years later, a chapel and libraries were added, and eventually the construction of Redmound Monastery began. A few years ago, the monastery was renovated, and during that time, several secret passages were discovered. These were probably constructed at the same time as the original monastery and later forgotten. The Master Forger decided to leave them as they were, and although their existence is common knowledge among the Brothers of Redmound, their use is limited to emergencies only. Aha. A secret.
You're in the capital? Damn. That's, that is bold. I respect it. That's... Yeah, that's some scary stuff. Even what little... Oh my god, there's another one. Feels weird to leave your whole family behind and reset your life completely. I understand that. I mean, yeah, stay strong, take care of yourself. But, yeah, I have thought about, like, moving around, but I am, as somebody who is, like, chronically diseased, in multiple ways, and I just picked up another one yesterday, so that's fun. Might have to get some kind of organ transplant at some point, which will be great. But it's like I can't move from this country at all, even if I wanted to, because I'm basically like I'm beholden to our healthcare system here. I am extremely grateful that we have free healthcare here. Socialized medicine is certainly the way to go, but yeah, I'm essentially chained to this country, and even to this, like, I'm stuck in this province effectively too, because parts of Canadian healthcare are privatized because reasons, I guess, because we're filthy capitalists. So there's like provincial health insurance all the time, and as somebody who literally relies on medicine to survive, it's like if I had to start paying for that fully, that would be a bit of an issue. So yeah, it's like, and honestly, even if I could leave, I don't know if I would. It's the idea of like just picking up and leaving my entire life behind is not a particularly appealing one. So I can understand. I can understand why, even in the face of the worst horrors that humanity can conjure, you'd still stay put. I mean, we're not looking at that yet over here in Canada, but as our southern neighbors are now fascists and are talking about imperialist expansion all the time, there is now like a non-zero chance that there could be a bit of a problem over here. We try not to think about it too much, but we'll see how things go. I guess. Anyway, on with the history of Redmound Monastery, Volume 87, mind you.
Renovation of the monastery. This spring, the renewal of the monastery hath been completed. The old section consisting of the chapel, the shrine, and lower libraries were not touched, but the barracks, the kitchen, and the basement were rebuilt. An observatory was also constructed above the old storage rooms. Now this monastery can house twice the number it could before.
Oh, okay, that's it. Neat. They don't have the balls for that. I don't know. I mean, this is true. Although Canada is like objectively, militarily speaking, weaker than the United States. We have well-trained soldiers, but there's not that many of them, and most of our equipment is not that new. But as someone who did study a little bit of our military history in university, I think if there was to be some kind of engagement, we would eventually win, although it would be an extremely costly victory, because Canada's terrain is extremely rugged, and there's a lot of people in isolated communities that know their terrain very well. So...
Be someone there?
But there would be, there'd be a pretty ugly few years in between that happening. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Do my
I'm
eyes
in,
show?
I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble.
Murder!
I'm in trouble.
Comes unto me.
I'm in trouble.
Prisoner escapes us. This way.
A prisoner escapes us. Shit. Oh my god, I'm just gonna reload. That was... Actually, wait.
Someone there?
He came from here. Yes, he came from here.
Is that the...
But yeah, I mean, I think Canada's like third priority on their hit list, but we seem to have sort of placated the beast for now. They seem really interested in Venezuela at the moment, which is alarming in its own way. And there was, of course, the mentions of whatever the hell it was, Greenland. They want to invade Greenland for some godforsaken reason. But
Before I can order more supplies, I need one of the novices to check if the goods we have are on my list. Do this as soon as possible. Brother Bertold.
and they have snow, maple syrup, and moose. I think you're safe. If you had... we do have oil, actually. I live in Alberta, which is one of the most oil-rich zones in the entire world. So, yeah, they would have an interest. Trump Reich will collapse faster before they even think of doing anything towards Canada. This is probably true. I worry about our own burgeoning neo-fascist movement, though, because it's around, and some of it is in charge, especially, like, the premier of my province is kind of insane. But anyway, try not to think about it too much.
Volunteers wanted. The burrick that ran away into the old sewers has still not been caught, although the owner has tried his best to find it. The old sewers are no longer in use, but they are quite close to this building. The burrick might find its way in here while making tunnels. Therefore, Master Forger Theodore has decided to send a patrol down there to deal with the creature. Before any damage is done, volunteers may report to Brother Jacobs.
Is this like a pet burrick that's run away? One of Ramirez's, perhaps? Probably not. Don't worry about it. Things are never as bad as they seem. This is true, but things are concerning around these parts. At times. I have actually seen, like, legit neo-Nazis in real life. Not
Does someone come?
specifically in my hometown, but near enough to be a concern. Nearly got in a fight with one of them once. That was exciting. But escaped with my skin.
Brother Bertold, please inform the novices that using the passage between the shrine and the dining room is strictly forbidden. Apparently, some of them have been using it after the sermon just to get their dinner sooner. This is not acceptable, and anyone still using the passage this way will be disciplined. Brother Jacobs.
Okay. Now I've got to go back to the dining room, assuming that that is, in fact, what this is. Because we got a secret somewhere around here. Is it... There it is. Now, where is the switch? One wonders. Suddenly the right-wingers start to get elected all around the world. Chile had some Pinochet dictatorship apologist elected just a few days ago. Oh my god. Yeah. There was a thing I remember reading. This... I don't think I've really talked about this that much on stream, but I am very much a metalhead. Have been listening to metal for many, many years. Write it, perform it, the whole bit. So I do follow like the metal news a bit. And there was this whole thing a while ago where, like, when Japan's prime minister got elected, like all of the news outlets were like, "Oh man, she likes heavy metal. She's like super cool," and then they just like didn't acknowledge the fact that she's like kind of an insane, like Trump-loving right-winger, but you know, which is also like the least metal thing that you can be. Where is the switch to this? I'm busy like yapping instead of really paying attention to my surroundings. Actually, is it going to be one of these torches? Let's see. No. Fringe group never have any influence. I don't know about that, Chief. They have a lot. Also, you kind of shouldn't, you know, be using gay as like a slur. Well, I don't know that you're trying to use it as like a slur, but like you know, be cool. Support the gay homies. They're not doing anything to hurt anyone. Everything's just started to go to shit. Yeah, it's you know, we've been in a bit of a downward spiral the last little bit. I don't think it's a hopeless situation, but it's certainly less than ideal. I wonder if the switch is like not in this room at all. Maybe it's definitely that thing. And it was the shrine, they said. Oh, but the shrine's gonna be where the thing is that I need to steal. Which means probably I do have to access it from in here. Which means... Oh, there it is! Aha! That's it. Time to steal. Yeah. It's like that, This is like that one meme that's, the dude didn't actually say that, but it got captioned. It's like this guy that's being interviewed at a party, and he says something about, like, I live in fear of the Western decline into fascism, but I digress. The music is bumping, the women are beautiful. There's much hate in this world, but not in this room. Or whatever. The actual interview, he says something, like, totally different, but, it's, I think of that often. This is going to have some kind of special key, I assume. Probably not a key that's even remotely close. I'm just kind of looking around. I get sidetracked pretty easily. Whoop. Uh-oh. Yeah,
Saw that
Whoa,
something
shit.
over there.
Who goes?
Seems nothing now.
I tend to get pretty easily sucked into these tangents and also, like, forget what I'm doing, especially when there's, like, lots of stuff going on in my life, as there is now, because while I'm not one of those people that, like, tags it in their stream, I am an ADHD haver, and it sometimes comes out worse when circumstances are not so good. Which, okay, so he just does like a figure eight or something.
Was only rats, in truth.
Causes me to get sidetracked
I
and
thought I spied something.
sort of lose track of what I'm
All
doing.
seems
I don't think I'm gonna
peaceful
catch
now.
up to this guy before he turns around, to be honest.
I heard that. Halt!
Yeah. Skill issue, dude. There we go. Sidetracker gang, exactly.
Stand for.
Oops. Oh my god. I pressed the wrong button.
Identify thyself. Is someone
Absolutely
there?
not. Okay. I've got an idea.
It seems nothing.
I have something of a scheme, you might say. You may have already guessed what my scheme is. Yeah. That was my big brain plan, and it paid off, even though it probably shouldn't have. I'm a bit surprised, actually. Oh? Peak detected? And it got implemented properly? This mission gets like a 10 just for that. It's the right schema. It's not the one that goes into either your left or right ear. It's the stereo. Music to my ears, literally.
Karu, only few today know the catacombs exist. They had not been in use for a long time before they were closed and sealed about 100 years ago. The catacombs were sealed off for a reason. We may not know that reason, but it must have been a good one. I believe it would be unwise to pursue this any further. Brother Eduardo, these past months I have spent all my spare time in the library. I have studied the history of this monastery, and I have learned something that intrigues me. Some of the older texts refer to catacombs below our monastery, and one of them implies that St. Lambert himself was buried there. However, all of these writings are over 100 years old. None of the newer books even mention these catacombs. 2 days ago, I was helping Brother Jacobs in his search for some old pews in the basement. He finally found some in the small room that is always locked. Then suddenly we heard a loud explosion, and Brother Jacobs went to investigate. I later found out that the explosion was caused by one of Brother Ansel's experiments. While I waited for Brother Jacobs to return, I noticed that one of the walls looked different. When I examined the wall, I found that the mortar seemed very old and brittle. I think it would be quite easy to tear the wall down and see what is behind it. I went to the library as soon as I could that evening. I read through the older texts again, and I believe it is very possible that a way into the catacombs can be found behind that wall. I would like to investigate this further, but as I am a novice and I am not allowed any keys. I am hoping that with your permission, I might be able to continue my investigation. Novice Karu.
What's the, Oh, it's just his notes that I'm supposed to steal. I was thinking I had to, like, steal his experiments for some reason. One wonders how anybody gets any sleep with all these guys whistling in the middle of the night. Laboratory key. This is what I need. Brother Ansel. Just so entranced by the actual, like, proper implementation of Puffy, I'm, like, forgetting to say anything. What do we have here? Master Forger... I keep, like, skipping ahead to see who's writing these, as if I'm going to do anything other than use the exact same Hammerite voice for every single one of them.
Master Forger Theodore, I wish to once again express my discontent with the decision to let Brother Ansel set up a laboratory in the basement. He has now had this laboratory at his disposal for almost a year, and I must point out that during this time his research has yielded nothing of significance. I am also concerned about Brother Ansel's behavior. When I was in the basement looking for some extra pews, I heard an explosion from his laboratory. I immediately rushed over to see what had happened. The door was locked and Brother Ansel refused to open it. When I asked about the explosion, he shouted at me through the door, telling me to leave him alone. He was clearly very agitated. Brother Eduardo told me that Brother Ansel has taken the spare key to the laboratory and now keeps it in his quarters. Ansel claims that this is the only way he can be sure that no one will steal his work. But as far as I know, he has no research of value at all. I know that you have been very patient with Brother Ansel in the past, but due to his increasingly strange behavior and the lack of results, I now ask that you reconsider this matter carefully. Respectfully, Brother Jacobs.
There had to be one. Now, is this going to be pickable? Absolutely it is. Beautiful. Pickable locks, my beloved. Master Forger's key. Okay. Does that... Would that happen to open the shrine? Be pretty cool. If so. That was over here, was it? That was definitely not over there. That was over here. Did I actually... I don't know that I... Yeah, that... Okay. That ain't it. Yeah, I actually didn't investigate over here. Why is... Interesting. Where am I? So I was like over there, I guess? Yeah. Yes, that's what that is. Okay. Novices over there. Astronomer's Tower. Okay, well, since I'm here anyway, I might as well... have a look at what we got in here. Holy Hammer of Redmound Monastery. Which is not worth anything, I guess. The Skull of St. Lambert, which is... I 99% guarantee is some kind of fake. Whoops. I'm looking for the Master Forger's key, and I'm scrolling past it every single time. Where? Please? 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 There we go.
I don't like the looks of this.
Yep. Well, it's not a fake, but it's not there. I knew it wasn't going to be there in some way, shape, or form.
Since thou hast in thy possession the key to this safe, thou must be the Master Forger of Redmound. As thou canst see, the sacred skull is no longer here. I shall try to explain this. The priests wanted the skull of St. Lambert to be in view of the congregation and strengthen their faith, and so the body was taken from the catacombs. The body was to be placed in a new grave and the skull displayed with the Holy Hammer of Redmound Monastery. It was a great error, indeed, to remove the body from its grave. Great measures have been taken to ensure the peaceful rest of St. Lambert's remains in a new tomb. However, I fear our efforts are in vain. Neither St. Lambert nor his brethren will rest until his body hath been returned to its rightful place. Unfortunately, that is now impossible, as the new tomb hath already been sealed, and the key that opens the door, St. Lambert's hammer, hath been placed in the catacombs. The catacombs are now restless, and the priests believe that the only thing that canst be done is to seal off the catacombs for all time. The reason for all this is to hide the mistake that hath been done. I cannot approve of such a thing, and that be the reason why I place this key here. The key opens the gates to St. Lambert's shrine, and there thou wilt find the lock to St. Lambert's new tomb. It is mine hope that St. Lambert might someday be placed in his true grave, and that he will be granted the peace he deserves. In the name of the builder, Brother Keldar? Brother something or other.
So, whereabouts is said body? Didn't you just say... Hang on. Wrong guy. Also wrong guy. It's this one. Find the lock to St. Lambert's new tomb. Oh, sorry. You'll find the lock to St. Lambert's new tomb. The key to which is in the catacombs. Right. I knew we were going to have to go into the catacombs at some point. That's just a given. This is nothing. Well, I mean, it's a passage to somewhere else, but before I go over there... Oh, that just goes downstairs. Never mind. Never mind. Back to exploring things in a sporadic way. I always try to keep things relatively methodical so I don't
Who said that?
forget where I've been.
All is silence now.
Sure thing, buddy. Where are you? No? Up here, maybe? No? Then where? I think we got some funky room brushing on our hands. It's the bell sound. This, by the way, I've mentioned it before, and I'll probably mention it every single time I hear it, but this ambient track, well, the bell bit, not the hum, that's literally just a... That's a preset sound on the Korg M1. If you too get yourself a Korg M1, you can make that sound. At any pitch you want. It's a powerful ability.
Who goes there? Who said that?
You can see there's a priest down there. But he's not the guy that's roaming around. At least as far as I can tell. Is this gonna be the... This is probably the front gate.
Hello?
Intruder!
What up, buddy? That's... Yeah. That's probably a no-go zone, actually, for the moment. Do I have... I do have rope arrows. Might it be possible, then? Or is this... This is all stone. Curses. There is a back door, though. And I think said door could probably be accessed through somewhere hereabouts. Oh. Oh my god, dude. If I just... Okay, he's fine. He's fine. He's chill. We're all good.
Guess it was nothing.
I guess it was. I guess I'll just have to take that damage. I don't think anybody comes out here, so he's probably fine to be over there. Would that be... Nope. What? Oh, no. Okay, maybe if I... Okay, if I approach it through this way...
The History of Redmound Monastery, Volume 31. The Skull of St. Lambert. The sacred skull of St. Lambert is to be kept behind closed doors, as it be not for mortal eyes to see. Let the door be locked and the soul key be in possession of the Master Forger of Redmound.
I gotta check the there's been one. I gotta check the banners. Oop. Uh-oh.
What cataclysm
Uh-oh.
has
Uh-oh.
struck?
Uh-oh.
Builder's
Uh-oh.
hand.
This could be salvageable without taking any damage. Probably, maybe, possibly. Perhaps, perchance, maybe, possibly, a bit. Maybe. Please. Maybe. If I... There. Just recklessly leaving bodies around. Okay. So, the idea is thus. I come in here. Even if there's still a guy, he should be... Yeah, okay, he's facing...
Hello? Show thyself.
I was gonna say he'll be facing the other way, but I guess he turns. But that's fine. He'll be facing the other way at least some of the time.
Hello? Who art thou?
And some of the time is all I need. If I just do this... I did do one clack, but that's fine. So probably what I was hearing earlier was this one dude going back and forth in the library then. And this goes where? Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice. Good looking monastery. Now, this is the real purpose of my visit.
Where
Great.
art thou, villain?
Man,
Oh, that
Mistake shall cost.
she'll cost what? Oh, I thought... I saw the sword thing out of the corner of my eye there. I mispressed. I was trying to do the blackjack button. But I saw the sword thing out of the corner of my eye, and I was like, huh, is that some kind of weird different sword? It's not. For a second I thought that this was... Before I saw the little trap door, I was like, was this a fruitless exercise? But no. It is bearing some fruit. One fruit. Exactly one fruit and no more. I see the secret door, but I don't see where the switch is, if there even is one. Which... there... may... Okay. Weird. Thank you, Dark Engine. Oh, it's there. Okay. I was right there. 2-minute warning on the ads. Okay, I'm a little bit... This compels me. I'm curious. What is the mechanism that opens this? Even though I now don't need to go in there because I got in the other way, because I thought there was no other choice. Was that... Yeah, that's here, except... Oh, shit. Except it's not here, is it? It's somewhere else. Okay, I'll think about that for the future. If I find myself up there again, which I inevitably will, I'll check it out. And I think I'm finding myself up there right now. Is this... Wait, this is all different.
What is that?
What is this? Okay.
Who knows? Nothing to see now.
This is a
You
tangent
made that noise.
I was absolutely not expecting.
Touched me.
Okay. Let's not do that. Okay. So, I go this way instead. Then I will not forget, because this is easy access to the garden. And in the garden... Oh, I see the switch right now. I can see it from here. Now that I know to look for it, like... Silly. There it is. If I just noticed that before, but I was too busy looking at the ground. Speaking of the ground, I think it's time I take a shortcut. I was hoping that that was not going to be a it hurts me shortcut because of the water, but I guess not. It's fine. Okay. So this goes where? I knew I missed the door in here somewhere. Warehouse key, storage room key. Have I seen a storage room somewhere? Maybe.
Eduardo, I have taken the spare laboratory key. I feel I cannot concentrate on my work if the key is not safely locked away. Surely you can understand this, Ansel. The small storage room in the basement is in terrible condition. Mushrooms are thriving, and one of the walls looks like it could collapse at any moment. I suggest you get someone to make repairs immediately. Brother Jacobs.
Well, we kind of knew that already, because they're talking about, like, yeah, you can just knock that down in an instant. Or whatever, and I may be demolishing it with my blackjack before the evening is over. You know, we all sleep in different ways. Who am I to knock a man for sleeping in an unconventional manner? And indeed, who am I to knock out a man who is sleeping in an unconventional manner? $15 apples, by the way. Wait, I've been here before. I remember this room. This is... yeah, this had the funny joke. And by funny joke, I mean not so funny joke of the hammer. So this... I haven't been up here. This is probably the observatory. No, never mind. I have been up here and it's the library. Or it's a library. Or maybe it's... maybe it is... no, it's... yeah, it's the library. Okay, really quick. Yeah, been there, been there, been there. Been there. Haven't been over here. Oops. Wrong direction. I'm getting all turned around. I'm getting very turned around. Still the wrong direction. This is the right direction. This is the right direction. That's the bathroom. This is possibly the wrong direction. Never mind. There is a sleepman.
Huh? Help! 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 Help!
Okay, why did that happen? For no reason in particular, I guess. Okay, fine. I somehow managed to hit the footlocker instead of the banner. Excuse me. You have any correct key enjoyers? Hello, VFig. Hello again, ads. the fear not, VFig, the ads are over. Welcome back. Obvious secret passage is obvious. Still in the Saint of Redmound. I see routine was not kind to you. Speaking of being... oh my god. I think I've just soft-locked myself out of this secret passage. That's unfortunate. Just got past the problem section? Okay. This place only has 4 cucumbers. I'll leave that man sleeping this time. Let's try this again. Stressed you out enough you need a break? Yeah. Fair enough. Well, I'm happy to provide. This is not a mistake I will make a second time. Okay, so where you want me to be is over here, I believe, then, yes? Yeah. It's the only way. And... Do we have any switches? We do. Wait a second. Oh, because it, okay. Yeah. That's I was like, I could swear that I slashed this banner before and didn't see anything, but I didn't see anything because it was a secret door that was not open. Forgot you turned the oven on and your timer went off mid-recording. Oops. I used to, back in the day, I used to, like, when I was cooking, I would use, like, one of those dedicated, like, kitchen timer things. I never really used the oven timer, but I used to use one of those little kitchen timer things, but eventually I transitioned to, observatory key. Nice. Transitioned to just using my phone, like a, like the lazy zoomer that I am. But, oh, it was your phone timer? Okay. Able to reach over and stop it. Yeah, my kitchen timer got broken because, back at my old apartment, the very first upstairs neighbors that I had, there was this girl that was, like, kind of around my age, I think, if I had to guess, that lived there, and I think she was the one that actually rented it. But her boyfriend would, like, come for, like, basically the amount of time that, like, maximum amount of time before having to, like, sign on to the lease sort of thing. And this man had the loudest footsteps and, like, most forceful footsteps you could think of. Like, literally, he was the cause of my timer breaking because he was stomping above my apartment so hard that this timer that I had, which was on a fridge magnet, was like flew off among, like, there was a couple other magnets that fell off and broke too, and yeah, it just like shattered into a million pieces. And I was like, great, cool, I guess I'm never using that again. By the way, what does this do? Anything? Huh. Interruptions while praying routine are not very happy because the game doesn't pause. Ah. Great. The good old,
What's something there?
it's like the Dark Souls experience.
Here's the builder's piece now.
I actually, I don't remember what the call was exactly, but I remember when Shadow of the Erd Tree came out for Elden Ring, I ended up having to, oh shit, damn it. I ended up having to field a very important phone call while fighting Bale the Dread in the background because I couldn't pause and I had gotten so far in the fight. And I'd been struggling with it, so I was like, this is the one.
Comes onto me.
It was not the one, but yeah, I had to
Nothing to see now.
I think I died within like a couple of minutes, but it was, yeah, I was like talking on the phone, and then the background I'm like fighting this gigantic dragon. It was kind of ridiculous, but
If thou be there, bespeak thyself.
yeah, I definitely
All
am
is quiet now.
not gonna miss living in a place where I have obnoxious upstairs neighbors all the time.
Who is there? Is someone there?
Because every single one of these sets of
Seems quiet and
upstairs neighbors that I had were an experience in their own way. The first ones were definitely the worst, and it was really just the boyfriend who stomped, like, literally this man was like Godzilla living above me. But it was also...
Who comes onto me?
What is this? Gate alarm. Oh, that's what that does. Okay, it's like a silent alarm. It, yeah, anytime he showed up, it was really annoying because they would spend, like, literally, like, hours, like, all night. I used to work, like, early mornings, too, and it was around that time when they were living above me. I was working these early mornings, and they would spend, like, literally all night having, like, the loudest sex imaginable. Like, it was, like, literally I could hear it through, like, my exterior door. Like, they lived above me. There was, like, a whole hallway, like, separating us. I could hear it, like, through my front door. Like, it was coming out their door into the hallway and in through my door. It was, pretty awful to have to endure. There were a few days where I was like, I complained to them all the time as well, and the landlords. And the landlords were like, oh yeah, well, it's, you know, we'll talk to them. I don't know that they ever actually did, because things certainly didn't improve, and my upstairs neighbors were basically like, deal with it. I was like, cool, great. You guys are extremely considerate. Very cool and awesome. But yeah, there were some nights where I was like, man, I guess I'm just not going to bed because my room is being shaken. And even if I couldn't hear them through my earplugs, I still wouldn't be getting any sleep because my room is vibrating.
Beware! Dangerous tests are being conducted. No one is allowed past this point without proper authorization.
Oh, sorry, not observatory key. We need laboratory key. There it is. Let's see if something blows up as soon as I walk in. That would be pretty funny.
Halt.
Oh, there he is. The man himself. Brother Ansel. Let's take him out before he has a chance to blow anything else up. Does this laboratory key... It does. My. I'm definitely going to be needing these mines to blow open the walls to the catacombs, I suspect.
What do we have here? Experiment number 26, Jacob's Bane. I must now stop wasting time and resources on indifferent matters and concentrate on something useful, as Brother Jacobs instructed. Therefore, I shall now try to develop a more powerful explosive device than a mine, so that I may blow him to bits at a convenient moment. The first test was a failure. The device was a little too unstable, and I almost managed to accidentally blow myself up. To make my day worse, Brother Jacobs heard the explosion and appeared outside my door, demanding an explanation. I told him that I am no longer report to him, and also a few other things. Unfortunately, I was quite upset over the accident and said some things I should not have. Brother Jacobs will probably try to persuade Master Forger Theodore that allowing me to conduct experiments here was a mistake, possibly even try to have me expelled from the Order. Why does he have such a negative attitude towards my work?
Well, you've got a diamond, so I've got a positive attitude towards your work. Also, I'll be borrowing your sunburst device that you presumably have around here somewhere, or maybe not.
Experiment number 21, Rex. The purpose of this experiment is to study the illuminant properties of the common glowing mushroom. Today I have begun my cultivation of the mushrooms. I shall try to find a subject for my experiment as soon as possible. I have managed to trap a spider, which I think will be suitable for my tests. I will refer to this spider as Rex in future notes. I plan to feed Rex with the mushrooms and see what the results might be. However, I fear getting Rex to eat mushrooms might prove difficult. It seems spiders will eat anything when hungry enough. I think someone has been in my laboratory. I found these notes on the table today, and I'm sure I left them on Rex's cage.
Or possibly you just have ADHD and you forgot. I've been there.
I suspect Brother Jacobs has something to do with this. He has been against my experiments since the beginning. The fact that I have to report to him does not mean he can come in here when he wishes. I will speak to Eduardo and ask if I can also keep the second key. I trust Eduardo, but he cannot be in his office all the time guarding the keys. There have been no remarkable results so far, well, except for the fact that Rex eats more and more mushrooms every day. It actually prefers them to its normal diet. Still nothing to report. I will increase Rex's rations. Rex seems to have grown fond of its cage and does not want to come out even if the cage door is open. This is incredible. I have suspected it for a few days, but now I am sure. Due to its diet consisting solely of mushrooms, Rex has now acquired some glowing properties itself. The glow is still faint, barely noticeable, but it will no doubt intensify. I was right. The glow has grown stronger. Builder be praised. I cannot believe this. I reported the results of this experiment to Brother Jacobs. He called my experiment unimportant. Unimportant! I will not tolerate such disrespect for my work. From now on, I will report directly to the Master Forger.
What's up, Rex? Now, somewhere around here should be access to the catacombs. To the warehouse. Oh, wait, is this... would this be the... Whoops. This is the door that I... Hang on a minute. Did I come in through this way? Did I come in through this way and I just didn't... No. No, I didn't come in through... Or did I? No, I did come in through this way. I just didn't have... I didn't have the key to the lab. That's what it was. Is this still Saint of Redmound? Absolutely. You know it, friend. Still, in the Redmound Monastery, straight up sainting it. And by it, well, let's just say... the skull. Okay, where's... Hang on. Somewhere, one of these things was like... Oh, yeah, there it is. This one. This is the very one. I was hoping... Some old pews in the basement, some in the small room that's always locked. Loud explosion. The small room that's always locked. Is that this? No, this is the stairs. Wait. Okay, I didn't loot this at all. Did I just see this and then... No, I didn't even see this. Cheese bread, deer legs... Carrots, deer legs. These legs are very dear to them. But they might not be venison. Fine wine, apples. 2 bottles of fine wine are missing. Perhaps they have been taken to the kitchen. Perhaps they have, or perhaps somebody has been drinking on the job. Ah, would this be... This would be the room... The small room that is always locked. Is it? Why, yes. Yes, it is. Now. Okay, well. Only one thing for it. No? Oh, that was the wrong wall. Oops. Whoopsies. Okay. Maybe... I don't really use mines that much, but I'll save that just in case. I showed those crates. I sure did. I sure taught them a lesson they won't soon forget. And there's another mine for them if they forget it somehow. Oh, okay, this is not... Wow, that is not the pattern I was expecting at all there. I was thinking it was going to be something like in the middle there. Alright, now, I should have some kind of key to this, should I not? Like that one? Or that one, possibly? Maybe that one? Maybe that one? Maybe that one? Maybe that one? Maybe this one? Something about this, like, Bafford basement ambience always gives me, like vertigo or something. Or, like, I don't know, it feels like it makes me dizzy in a way. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe, I think it's like that low-end pulse, maybe? But yeah, something about it just makes me feel weird every time it happens. It has... Ouch! Well, I've learned my lesson now. I will not take things without first observing the room. At least it's not a brown note, this is true. Brown noise is also not so great. Or, it could be like something that was like that sort of like timbre, that like weird synth noise, but like it's a shepherd's tone or something. That would be pretty vertigo-inducing, I feel. Oh, and this one's not trapped. I don't know why I'm have my blackjack out. This... It's not gonna help at all. Well, I mean, it would help... Hello? Wait, are you friendly? Yeah, okay. You don't care. So it's only the one that's trapped for some reason. I guess that's just to make me paranoid. Or perhaps the ancient Hammerites ran out of budget or something. My, there are a lot of you in here, aren't there? Is this... Hang on. No. That kind of looked like a secret door to me for a second. I don't know why. Maybe just something about the lighting. Hi! Hello. Don't... Oh my god, dude. It's fine. I can just... Alright, we can just do a Scooby-Doo chase to the exit. It's fine. Oh, okay, now that guy's involved. That's fine. Never mind the fact that I've woken up the entire tomb. It'll all be fine. I'll just leave that open. The Hammerites can have a little archaeology expedition later, as a treat. Okay, so... I should be able to... I have... Wait, shit, I haven't even stolen the notes yet, I've just realized. What's it... Which notes am I supposed to be stealing? Also, this goes to the warehouse. This does not go to the laboratory. This goes to the laboratory. Where are this man's notes that I'm specifically supposed to steal? Because we've got this. Didn't even see those fire arrows. Or that fire poker, mind you. I'm not even... I still need loot. I haven't ticked off a single objective. This is no good. Okay, we've got Rex. High quality taffing. Perhaps. I'm glad you feel that way. This feels more like low quality taffing. I've done very little, it seems. Aha! That's gonna be the notes. Whatever I just opened. Is it in a... No? Am I blind? Possibly. Nope. Just looking in the wrong place. There we go. Brother Ansel's notes. the correct ones. And the loot goal. Okay, so I just need the skull. And I know where and how to get that, I think. To the warehouse. Not to the warehouse. To the hammer house. And not that way. This way? Not this way either. Definitely not that way. Definitely not up. This way, I think. And this... Shit, not that way either. Hang on. This way? This way. There we go. I kind of forgot about the, Nice. I kind of forgot about the secret door. There he is. Big Lambert. Mr. Lamb. And he's got a hammer. Nice. That never happens. They always have swords. I always love to see when they oh yeah, and there's the Burrick. What do you know? We're coming full circle here. All the loose ends are being tied up. But yeah, it's always nice to see in Thief 1 when they change them to have hammers, because they always have swords. The Thief 2 haunts have hammers. But I always thought it was bizarre that the Thief 1 haunts have swords where the Hammerites never actually use swords. Except for like the unused, some of the unused models. But those don't actually appear in game, so they don't count. Wait a sec. Oh, no. Not this way. Not this way, you silly man. This way. There we go. Nice. Okay, what was the total? That, okay. That's a really high percentage. But also, like, the loot wasn't that difficult to find, so I can't fault it that much. Evil Sword Hunt must be the remnant of that sword hammer time. Back when they were Sworderites. Okay. I'm going to run and grab a snack. I wish that this were in line with like an ad break or something, but unfortunately not. But oh, I forgot to mark the spider caves as complete. Oops. But yeah, I'm gonna run and grab a little something to eat, because next up is F, which I'm like 99% sure is a JIS mission. It doesn't actually say anything about that in the README, but I think it is. And that's probably going to take a lot out of me, so I'm preparing for the worst. I gotta boost my strength here. So I will be back in a moment. I think I'm about as prepared as I'm going to be for the ordeal that potentially awaits us here. All this mission says is Title F. Contents. Please shatter the partner who it goes to attack one another after with fire arrow or water arrow. Faulty, etc. When I take the cane, new objective occurs. Become to Y or completion. Production period on first. The author, Dark Team. Now, maybe this isn't a JIS. Got more Fs ready for you here in chat. Yeah. There might be some Fs in the chat on this one. Let's see what we got going on here. Basso Kuti Garrett. F. Survive. Way opens it. Gotta play as cutie. Escape from. I'm gonna do it as Garrett because I have less health that way, and you know I like to psychologically torture myself on stream. Survive! Way opens it. Escape from. This actually might not be a holy water arrow, mind you. Interesting. Is this guy going to... No? He's okay with me. He's busy here contemplating this picture. As one does. That's his beloved. There she is. Well, far be it from me to come between two lovers, so I think we'd best... Why does that woman sound like she's making weird fleshy noises?
Here! He has a sword!
No loot, so that's interesting. This feels... She killed me because I wasn't cute enough. Yeah, I know. Everybody knows that Garrett is not cute. So, you know. This is the wrong side of the ladder to be mounting. It is not me. Well, I mean, it is me, but I'm not Kevel. I'm Garrett, and therefore must be killed immediately on sight. Okay, well that looks important.
Show yourself.
I think I might have... I think I might have possibly ruined this for myself if literally a single one of these people has a key that I need to pickpocket or something. You can climb around the side of a ladder if you attach from the wrong side. I am aware of that, but I'm not very good at it, so I usually don't. Whoops! What? I was trying to do a forward jump, so that has nothing. That has nothing. This has what? It has nothing. Okay, do any of you people have... Do any of you people have something to pickpocket? No. Also... What? Also what? Okay, this just... Alright, fine. So all of that is basically irrelevant. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong way. All of that is... Yeah. My struggle was for naught, because in fact... I can just do this. I can just... This is... This is how the pros do it. This is how... Oh my god, there's... I forgot these guys were here. Okay. That's not how the pros do it, actually, after all. Whoops. I'm definitely not climbing around the side here. Okay. Hello, Fire Shadow. You patrol over here, I guess. Huh. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to come back up here once I figure out what the key is to that thing, because that's gonna be important somehow. Guess it's possible the ladder doesn't have this marked climbable sides like stock ladders do. Yeah, I suppose. I suppose so.
I don't like this.
Oh my god, now they're all involved. They're all... Okay. It's fine.
Coffees this morning. I'm twitchy as hell.
I see. Bafford's scepter is here for some reason. This is Japanese scepter, by the way. I don't know what makes it Japanese. Survive Way opens it. I feel some disagreeable aura. That guy might have turned up. Well, that's one way of putting it, Garrett. Time to escape from. Exactly. Unfortunately, I don't know that I can escape from because I like their games too much. This thing isn't even usable. I can't... Okay, now. I've got a big brain move here. Okay, I don't think that really works, actually. Okay, but what if... Well, that did, like, one of them. What does escape from mean? Does that mean... I'm feeling a very disagreeable aura in this place. Oh, that's it? Oh. Okay. Well, that was way more straightforward than I expected. Gee. Gee. Yeah. Perfect. Doesn't get better than that. I couldn't have done that better if I tried. 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well then, that was F, I guess. I feel a disagreeable aura. That's really funny. I was totally expecting that to be like some sort of massive ordeal, but I guess not. I guess not. So that means likely the final mission of this evening is going to be the Varyx Obelisk. I think it's like a mid-sized mission, if I'm remembering correctly, so I think it's probably going to take the rest of the stream. But the one after that is definitely at least a mid-sized mission, because it's 6 megabytes. So, didn't I already play the Varyx Obelisk recently? I did not. I have not played the Varyx Obelisk on stream. I have played it before, but not for many, many years. Possibly, yeah, it probably it would have been Wungus. shit got like procedurally generated basement hallways. Yeah. We're basically the same person, so I could see how you could get that mixed up. Or at least we're doing the same thing, and have at least I haven't been able to catch many of his streams because he is always streaming while I'm working, but the few that I've been able to, he and I seem to have a somewhat similar style. So we've actually this is still in the development stage, but there has been some talks of some co-streaming at some point in the future, but some further discussion needs to be had on how, when, etc., etc. So we'll see what happens there, but that's probably not until sometime next year. Anyway, the Varyx Obelisk by Xerax, 2001 May 9th, it says. Description. After escaping the trials of the Master Keeper, I thought that I should visit my friend Sorry, what the hell does that say? Yibenwan. I should visit my friend Yibenwan. Yibenwan? Anyway, whatever. I wanted to learn more about Keeper technology, what Yibenwan calls magic. In my line of work, magic is simply misunderstood technology. I received some interesting information from Yibenwan. The town of Eldavir has a strange stone obelisk called the Varyx Obelisk. It's quite old and rumored to have some connection to the Keepers, but nobody knows for sure. Why are there rumors about the Keepers? Why do the Keepers have rumors? We're doing the everybody knows the Keepers trope again. Ah! Okay, the Varyx Obelisk may be the connection I need to learn more about my former teachers, and maybe some profit. My conversation with Yibenwan in the town of Viowen convinced me that there is something worthwhile here in Eldavir. After several days traveling from Eldavir to Viowen, I learned that there is a curfew from dusk till dawn, and the patrol guards are very unforgiving. I must be cautious on the streets. Thank fuck for people with better memories than mine. Yeah. Okay. Varyx Obelisk. Varyx Obelisk time. Time to Varyx it up. Not called keepers, not because they keep secrets, because they keep meddling. Yeah. Ruffian professional virtuoso. Well, I'm something of a virtuoso in getting caught, so it doesn't specify what type of virtuoso. So, according to Yibenwan, according to this guy, there is something interesting in the town of Eldavir. Interesting or otherwise, you are not here for sightseeing. Get at least 1800 loot. Their note makes special mention of an explorer's red book. Find that red book. You are a professional thief, not a murderer. Don't kill any humans. You need a better sword. Find Black Blade. The slow pace he's going, it makes almost every mission playthrough of this his memorable. Which Wungus is? I guess we're just find Black Blade. Yeah, yeah. The only one that I've been able to catch live was UFO, which I'm gonna have to deal with myself in the not too distant future. What do we have here? The Eldavir City Council warns the citizenry to be respectful of the Varyx Obelisk. Although its true purpose is lost in history, the Council decrees that the Varyx Obelisk shall be maintained indefinitely as an historical landmark.
Better stick to the shadows here. If they see me, I'm in trouble.
Wait, do I? Hang on. I don't have...
hear Grand Malden is gonna put in some hammer-built security.
With the gears and blades and all?
Yeah.
Big mistake. Come home, forget to pull the lever, then the missus gets chopped to bits.
That'd teach him.
Not to mention 2 guys with swords not getting paid no more.
So I guess I'm ghosting this. I wasn't paying attention. Is that... Yeah, literally, okay. Do you get a blackjack on, like, the lower difficulties? Yeah, you do. Huh, interesting. Anyway, well, I said I was a virtuoso, so I suppose I had best to prove it. Uh-oh. The Varyx Obelisk. There it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah. It glows. That's cool.
Something there.
Listen, do you smell that? Does it... When does it glow? What causes it to glow? Does it glow when you get close? Does it glow when I get close? It glows when I get close.
Is someone there?
But not when you get close. And also, wow. Holy delayed reaction time, Batman. He was looking at me for a full, like, 30 seconds before he decided to do anything about it. Yeah, that guy's an archer. Huh. And this...
Better wait till his back is turned.
Well, his back is turned. But
I'm twitchy as hell.
there's nothing to look at, Garrett. There's nothing to loot over there. Yeah. So we did that
Look to the
already.
shadows before they see me.
I guess so, Garrett. What does this say? To our dread, the menace has now returned after more than 50 years since it destroyed the beautiful twin towns of Daitilion in the southern reaches and Anartilion in the northern territory. By our reckoning from reports of the few survivors, the menace appeared in Anartilion only minutes after destroying Daitilion. Such a journey would require several weeks by horse. We have no idea how the menace could have almost instantaneously traversed such great distances. The Order of the Hammer has been suspiciously silent. Rumors of the Hammerites collaborating with the mythical keepers Yeah, sure. That's something that would happen. Collaborating with the mythical keepers persist to this day. Rumors of how the Hammers and the Keepers joined forces to create sentinels of protection against the menace. I only wish those rumors were true. Okay, strictly speaking, I guess that they did do... There was a little bit of collaboration with the Calamity, or whatever they called it, with the old quarter thing. So my skepticism is somewhat misplaced. But the fact that this random guy would know about it is a bit weird. And also that there are rumors, quote-unquote. I heard a rumor Hang on. Okay, now we are doing the American spelling both ways. For some reason I thought we had like the British spelling and then the American spelling. I heard a rumor years ago that an explorer had learned what the menace wanted. The secret was written in a book that had been lost for decades. That secret may be the key to defeating the menace. Nobody knows what happened to the explorer or his red book. If only I could find that book. And that's how I'm going to leave my note to you. I'm not going to tell you to find it, I'm just going to imply that I want it. Because passive communication is the best way to create a successful business relationship. Whoops. I actually kind of remember this one. There's something about, like, the obelisk is like a portal or something. I feel like I've spoiled the twist for everybody. Oh, okay, I can go back if I need to. I don't know that I really would ever need to, though, would I? Get the loot, get the thing, get the book, find the legendary sword Blackblade, which I'm sure will have no ill long-term consequences whatsoever. I'm sure it's not going to keep calling me its master and make me feel more like its slave. Or indeed that it will howl like hell. But I suppose we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. What do we...
A back door.
Is this a back door, Garrett? I guess so. I mean, we did come through the service tunnels, I suppose. But in service of what?
Looks like this place was built by my old pals, the Keepers. I wonder what they're hiding in here.
Okay, sure. Sure, Garrett. I'll just... Yeah. We'll just suspend the disbelief. We're suspending it pretty high. It's being suspended from a balloon, but, you know. Being a novice keeper is tough. I'm not fond of this grunt work. I wish I could remember where I left the sub-basement key. I need to go down there and clean the spider droppings. I hope Arachnia is in a good mood. I also have to look around for the basement key, but I can never remember where the secret hallway is. Oh well, maybe I'll ask Adept Keeper Gondar. I'm rather certain he knows where it is. Then I'll mark the secret entrance so I can find it again without bothering Adept Keeper Gondar.
A hidden entrance. Looks like I can't open it.
Garrett does not... He's got a lot to say today. Garrett does not want to shut up. The menace has returned to take the talismans. Fortunately, the talismans and wards are guarded by the sentinels Arachnia, Lothgorian Nemus, Venus Malicia, and Morthril Daewin. And also we name everything like we're elves in Middle-earth. And I don't have a sword to slash banners or check if any of those walls are fake. Memo to novices from Adept Keeper Gondar. Novices shall refrain from marking the floors with chalk. Only Master Keepers are allowed to write the ancient tongue, and then only for the benefit of the truly worthy. All Keepers, especially novices, must remember important locations with their minds, not chalk. Accordingly, concentrate your mental efforts to improve your memory. Review your transcendental meditation exercises. Our telepathic technology can imprint messages directly into your mind. So, as true Keepers, you will have no need to deface our floors with chalk. The people of this world cannot yet pass through our barriers nor our portals. Yet this does not mean that we should point the way for them. Nope. Here come the ads. About 3 minutes or so. Warning on those. So I guess this mission kind of predicted the Keeper Enforcers in a way. Lothronian Junction portal destinations. Eldavir, Daitilian, Vioin, Anartilian.
This looks interesting.
I see. Okay, before I go out wherever that is, let's have a look at what's going on in the rest of this place. Never mind, that's the Ward of Air, and I don't have a key for it. Somebody will, though. However... I'm gonna look at this chalk mark first. Again, I mean. Is there some secret switch, perhaps? Is there some manner of 1 pixel wide switch type object? Oh. Oh. Okay. Or that could happen. Interesting. I like it.
Locked. I'll need the key to open it.
How did you... I didn't even try the lockpicks yet, Garrett. In addition to thieving, Garrett's other favorite exercise is jumping to conclusions. Oh, hello. Huh. Okay. Huh.
Few of these cute mushrooms are quite fragile. They crumble in my hand. Perhaps they're old and dying? No matter, they make for interesting target practice. I can sharpen my bow skills by aiming exactly at the center. I must be precise, for when I miss, my arrow breaks.
Cool, I guess. I mean, far be it from me to question a person who's likes to shoot a few mushrooms now and again, but why write that down? What is the in-universe lore reason for that being written down? Door enabled. What? Hang on. Is this the same? Is this... I hear... This is the Assassin's music. Which makes me think...
Did that shadow move?
Makes me think this is the same-ish area where I came out from the other one, and now I can't find the door anymore. There it is. Huh. Interesting. This is all behind a secret, by the way.
Locked. I'll need the key to open
it. I see. I see. I'll need the key to... Oh. Sorry, what the hell? What? Why did that happen? Okay. And meanwhile, where is the... do I have a map, by the way? Yeah, I do. Huh. I'm not convinced that this really tells me anything, does it? Like, I mean, it tells me what I'm supposed to do to, like, get to the... tunnel. The maintenance tunnel, or whatever it is, that takes me to the other door, but where... Is this different? Is this a different area completely? I guess it must be. mean I can break into wherever here is. So that's something. Oh, conversation? Nope.
Who's done this?
No, nobody in particular. Welcome back to those of you who are afflicted by Twitch's propensity to give everybody ads whether they want it or not. Found some more locked doors. Found one locked door that I could open, and this is that. So there you go. Why? I had a feeling that was metal, but I didn't want to think that it was. Oh.
Clanky metal grating. I better tread softly.
Even one, a promising adept keeper, abandoned our teachings during his master trials in the town of Firewood. We know that he is of good character. He will not reveal our secrets of teleportation.
Cool. Got any keys for me? Oops. I don't know why I pressed that button. I am a fool. And what's more, a thief. Beautiful. Exactly what I need. I remember seeing a thing that was called Control Room, and I don't remember what part of the Keeper compound it was in, but I know it's somewhere, and now I have the key for it, so... Oh, and this is... Okay, why... If this is an isolated area, this entire thing is hidden behind a secret, by the way. Don't call it a secret if it's necessary for progression.
All quiet now. Must have been rats. What's that?
Who goes?
Now, was the control room somewhere... It was like over here, because down there is the... Wait. Yeah, down there is the spider? Is it? I think I'm going the wrong way, but yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I'm a little bit surprised I didn't take any damage there, but I won't complain. I know I saw something that was labeled control room. Was this it? There it is. Door enabled. Which door? And where? I don't know. Whole thing... All of that concealed behind a secret area, by the way. Oh? Sub-basement key. Well, what do you know? Eldivere southeast ward. I see. That sub-basement key is definitely going to open something I have access to, I think. Right? Possibly, maybe? That's got to be the one that's got to be the spider one. But there's also this. Wait a second. Wait a second. It's the... Okay. I see. So this is... I see. I see how we do it. Not a hint of blue fog. Or indeed a weird little wailing wind noise that goes, oh, oh. That is a spider. That is a spider. I have 2 broadheads. I don't know if... Okay. Don't... As long as you're not, like, over here... yep, there you go. Yeah, I mean, as long as... Oh, hello! Huh. Spider Caves round 2, I guess. Spider Caves round 2. Oh my god, there's loads of them. Oh my god. Hello, key. Can I have? Can I have key? Can I... Okay. Sure thing. This one is upset now. Please. Please! Thank you. Ward of Air room key. That's all I need, I think. Probably, maybe, possibly. Oh god, there's one right there. Okay. There's so many, and I can't do anything about them. Oh. Wait. That was the sneaky way, was it? Who's opening doors? Is it you? Ouch! Why do you have magic stuff coming out of you? They can all open doors.
Here we go.
Okay. Who left their corpse in the middle of the hallway? I don't know, but it's mighty careless of them to die there. Though. I don't know if that's... Maybe you could water arrow that, but that might be like mandatory damage to take, which would suck. There's so many. There's so many. And there's nothing I can do. I can't melee them. I have like 2 broadheads. I don't know why I want the Talisman of Air, but I have it anyway. Force of habit, I guess. That was you? Well, come pick it up. It's a hazard. It's at the very least a tripping hazard. But also a biohazard. And also a hazard of... Oh shit. I just wanted to grab the ledge. And now they're all riled up. Every last one of them. Okay, look, this is fine. This is fine, it's easy, I can totally, definitely... Oh god! It's fine. This is fine. Hurry up. Oh my... Okay. Can I have an elevator, please? Elevator, please. Thanks. Goodbye. See you never. I can't believe I didn't take any damage. Okay. Back to... Wait a second. You know what would be faster? That would be a lot faster. Okay, this needs that, and then that. Which gives me a gas. This is good. And somewhere hereabouts. There it is. I see. Eldivir, Ditilian, Violin, and Terillin. My. Okay, well, let's just go sequentially. Number 2. Left, right, wrong. Thanks for clearing that one up. I can hear a fire shadow in here already. And there he is. Hey! It's the right model! It's the non... That's what he's supposed to look like. That's the non-T-Fix model. That's what they're supposed to look like in the main game. That's a non-voodooified fire shadow. I thought I was crazy because I played Thief originally in Old Dark on a Windows 98 machine many years ago, and I remembered this as being the fire shadow model. But then I played it the New Dark version, and they changed it to that Voodoo changed it to that other model with the new map page. That's like that sort of like skinny black figure, but that guy, that's what it used to look like, and I thought I was crazy until other people were like discussing online about like Voodoo changed all this stuff, and I was like, aha. But yes, Burning Homeless Man is in fact the original look.
Locked from the other side.
How do you know this, Garrett? Are you psychic? Fire Talisman Sentinel. Okay, well, where does this go? Nowhere good, I imagine. More spiders. It goes to more spiders. It goes to... Oh, shit. Keep going. Yep, there we go. An oubliette key. And this is what? Okay, I don't want to go there. Definitely don't want to go there. Yep, just keep on trucking there. Thank you. And... oh, that's what that is. Nice. Nope. That would not be that. Wait, hang on.
Creepy.
Have I been here? What? Oh! Well, I've soft-locked myself now. Okay, so I guess I need to go there. Before... There he is, the man himself. I definitely haven't been here. What the hell is this place? Wait a sec. Oh, this is how I got in, isn't it? It sure is. Okay. In that case, we gotta go down here. Get that. Contemplate our life choices. How do I leave? Actually, wait. It's probably over that way. Probably. There we go. And it's not that one. It's this. Yeah. Oh. Okay, where did I see... Is that... this? Yes.
I don't like the looks of this.
Okay, I don't have that particular talisman, so that's not a lot of use, is it? Okay, where might one find a talisman of fire, you ask? Quite rightly so. This man is going to kill me now. Or maybe not. Maybe not only will he not kill me, I also find the Talisman of Fire. Unfortunately, this means I'm now stuck with this, so... I get to wait for this man to calm down. Don't even worry about it, man. I'm a keeper. I'm allowed to be here. It's fine. It's totally fine. I cleared it with Orland. Someday he's gonna go places in the Order. Why are you still upset? Whatever. It's not... Okay. You know... Where the hell did I get into this place from? I'm getting completely turned around, and... Oh my god. I've lost my way. Do I have... Ditillion main level. I don't know that that really tells me all that much, though, does it? Bottom of the step here? Oh, yeah, here. Okay, this is Viowin Eastern Ward. Somebody's moving about.
I'm making too much noise walking on this tile.
Garrett, I have not stepped foot on a single tile yet. I think you're overreacting. And there's plenty of carpet to go around. The townsfolk of Viowin fear and respect Venus Militia. The talisman is useless while Venus Militia guards the ward of Earth. I assume it's going to be some kind of evil plant. Or, well, maybe not evil, but certainly dangerous. Do I have a loot goal? Yeah, I do. And I'm not even close to getting it, so... Uh-oh. Here's hoping there's a hell of a lot more loot somewhere. Here in Viowin, we use blue brick. We're all about the blue brick. I don't think anybody heard me, it's fine.
Who's
Oh,
there?
hello, hello.
Is someone there?
You won't see me, right? Good.
Nothing making noise now.
And I feel so vindicated by that fire shadow. Still thinking about it. Voodoo can T-fix the ones in Stock Thief Gold, but he can't T-fix the ones in all the fan missions. Well, I mean, he probably could, but it really would not be worth the effort. Hello there, sneakily hidden this thing. I suppose that guard is supposed to be a keeper, which makes sense. But he doesn't look very keeper-like. But at the same time, I suppose, keepers don't necessarily have a uniform. Excuse me. Wonder if Rogue Patcher Thief 1 got burning homeless guys instead of shadow figures, since Rogue Patcher doesn't do all the voodoo bullshit. Almost certainly. Almost certainly, I would say. I still haven't upgraded to... What are you humming about, Garrett? I still haven't upgraded to Rogue Patcher, since that will require me to do a full reinstallation, which is a bit more awkward, since this installation that I have here on this computer is actually a disk installation. And I don't own the disks, but I do know somebody who does, so I'll have to borrow them.
Is someone there?
Because that's how I installed it in the first place. I could do like a Steam installation or something, but I stubbornly refuse to. So, holding off on Thief 1 1.28. Only got Thief 2 because a bunch of recent missions are... Yeah, that makes sense. I have not been playing recent missions, so I have the luxury of time. Why not? Steam's cool. See how many hours you could racked up. Yeah, I don't... There isn't really any good reason why not, to be honest. It would show that I've played, like, several thousand hours of Thief, probably, over the years. Close to 1,000 hours on Thief 1, yeah. That does not surprise me in the slightest.
Hey, what was that?
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I have access to the discs that I'm like, yeah, I'll just use the discs. But I don't know. Maybe someday I will, and then I'll rack up like 10 hours in the game and not the several thousand other hours that I've spent over the years. All those will be lost. Hello, sir. Venus Militia, Ward of Earth Sentinel. I like how this is all just out in the open. That's just how we roll here in Viowin. guy's gonna come back. Oh, it's just, it's a bug beast. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Can I... Well, I can, but, What? Okay, what's this? What's all this, then, Garrett? Okay, now this guy's gonna be upset. He's gonna be going, whoa. And this guy's upset. We're all upset, but I'm not hurt. So that's what really matters, I suppose. Can I interest you guys in... Oh, yeah, okay. Garrett, what are you humming about? Is there a switch? Monsieur Garrett, is there a... Do you have a key or something? No, you don't. No key, only chase. And now the bug is upset. It's... Okay, sure. Wait. Hello? Something I can fob. The menace wants the mystic soul and the mystic heart. Together, those magical gems can be combined with the Varyx ore, which would yield an everlasting source of power for the menace.
Not so secret anymore, is it?
Okay. That feels ill-gotten, but... I definitely have to... There's something... There's gotta be... There has to be... There's gotta be something here. Like, seriously. There has to be. There, oh, there it is. Oh, shit. Hello. Goodbye. Okay. Feels less ill-gotten now. Is this the Ward of Earth thing? I don't even have the talisman. I don't have the talisman, like, at all. I'm not even close to having the talisman. I think it is time I take my leave of this place. We'll come back to that later. Unfortunate timing, but I think it's dark enough that this will be fine. Yeah, there we go. Because I didn't...
Hey.
No.
Over there.
I didn't explore upstairs. I think these towns are relatively nice looking, but I feel like they would look better if they used verticality a little more, like if the ground wasn't so flat all the time, like the streets are all
Move there.
straight, flat.
That's the last time I jump for rats.
Not as much going on visually or level design wise as there could be, but they look nice enough. Especially for a mission from this period.
Strange noise.
Sorry, I just noticed this. That's going to be important. Okay. Now, do we have any Earth Talisman enjoyers in here? I think it quite unlikely. Oh, hello! Hello, beautiful. But you know what? Just because, I'm not even going to use it. Mostly. Unless there's an emergency, maybe. But I'm mostly going to try and refrain from using it. You're more of a water or air talisman enjoyer. That's fair. I think well, water's in Song of the Caverns, and air is in Undercover, if I'm remembering correctly. Both are good missions. Song of the Caverns, particularly. Mage Towers I remember liking when I was a kid, but the older I get, the less I like it. It feels very unfinished, and the parts of it that do feel finished feel very contrived. Let's go to the water zone. Now let's go to the air zone. Or no, it's the earth zone after that. Then it's the air zone. Then it's the fire zone. And almost none of them have anything interesting happening in them.
What's going on over there?
Okay, let's just... Black Parade did great with its rendition of Mage Realms. Sleep in Black Parade Jaws of Darkness water section for hours. Loki. That's, wait, Jaws of Darkness is the one with the... That's the one with, like, the weird shit underground where you have to go through, like, the thieves... You go through the forest and there's, like, a thieves' outpost and whatever. Is that the right one I'm thinking of? Yeah, okay. Yeah, and the water section is full of, like, the snake people. It seems to me.
Who's there? Who said that?
Nobody said that, Benjamin. That's footsteps. Evil pagan forest, you go down the huge underground world. Yeah, that's a really good one. Lothlorien Junction, or... Lothronian Junction, sorry, not Lothlorien Junction. We're not going to Mirkwood here. I can't actually go there because I don't have the Earth Talisman.
Nothing making noise now.
I don't know where the Earth Talisman is.
Oh well. Don't know what it was. Someone behind me?
Can't believe you're oh yeah, shit, no, yeah,
I'm twitchy as hell.
Mirkwood has its own city in it that I'm forgetting the name of.
Laughing with me. Show yourself.
It's been a long time since I've read The Lord of the Rings, to be fair. As in the last time I read it, I was like 9, I think. I really should reread it as an adult. Many things have changed since then. It's gotta be over here. It has to be in here somewhere. One of you guys has to have it. Of this I am convinced. We wouldn't hide it in the same room, so it's not gonna be you. It's gonna be like this guy's got it. but like in the secret room. And I missed it. I did not miss it. Reread The Hobbit instead, it's a lot shorter. That is true. I remember reading this, like... It's okay. This is... It's not there. It's gonna be somewhere else, I guess. I remember reading this, like, semi-viral post at one point that was, like... saying something about, like, oh yeah, I went to, like, the Tolkien convention and everybody was arguing about whether there's bees in Middle-earth, because there's no descriptions of them until I reminded them that Rohan has mead halls, and therefore they have honey, which means there are bees. I'm like, this is obviously either fake or everybody involved is stupid, because Beorn from The Hobbit is a beekeeper. He's... Yeah, exactly. You predicted the where I was going with that. Beorn literally keeps bees. I forgot that there was a hole in the roof. I saw it. I noticed this earlier, and then I forgot about it. And this is probably where the Talisman of Earth is, and I've wasted a bunch of time. Both my own and everybody else's, but hey. This is 100% gonna be the Earth Talisman. But yeah, I'm like, somebody who has not read The Hobbit in, like, I don't know how many years that would be. Too many. 17 years-ish. Remember that Beorn keeps bees, and these alleged Tolkien scholars all collectively forget this for like 3 hours. Come on, guys. Recently, I sense a disturbance in the Varyx Obelisk in the town of Eldavir. One of our kind has ventured too close to it and triggered its sympathetic vibrations. Perhaps it was former Adept Keeper Ebenwan. I tried to visit Ebenwan at his home here in Viowyn, but all who know him say he has departed this town for places unknown. He was last seen speaking with another former Adept Keeper, Garrett. Garrett's activities are well known to us. However, we are unsure as to whether Garrett understands his true nature. If he should discover our portal system, his wayward path shall upset the balance between our kind and the people of this world. Although I can use the portal through to the Lothronian Junction, and from there on to Eldavir, I shall travel to Eldavir by road. I wish to speak with the ordinary folk who live along the road. Maybe they can tell me more about Garrett and his intentions. The journey from Viowyn to Eldavir shall require not more than 5 days. Master Keeper Turian. All these names are very, these feel very Tolkien-esque, but, like, without the many layers of meaning that Tolkien has. But, I mean, that's what most, like, post-Tolkien fantasy did. But, yeah, these feel very, like, elvish. Like, Eldavir sounds very similar to Elro here, which is, if I'm not mistaken, one of the sons of Elrond. I don't think there's like Elladan and Elro here are his sons, and the only reason that I know this is because in the late 2000s, early 2010s video game, The War in the North. Both of those characters, who do appear somewhere in the original writings, do figure, not quite largely, but, like, they're recurring characters. What are you doing in here? Get out. Get out of my room. Please. Please? Thanks. But, yeah, that's... I think that was one of the games that was produced when EA had the Lord of the Rings license. So I know it's definitely been delisted, like, across the board for some reason, and I believe that that is the reason. It was... Elro here is the one who rode out to meet the Fellowship when they're heading east from Weathertop. Okay, yeah. I remember that, it's like... Glorfindel is the one that, goes out and saves Frodo, or... Oh, yeah, okay, it was just Glorfindel, generally. Yeah, because, Glorfindel's stuff gets replaced in the movie by Arwen, which is not necessarily for the worst, because she had to be there for anyway. So might as well give her a little more to do, because there's not all that many female characters in The Lord of the Rings that have a lot to do. Anartilian Morthil Daewin. Let's go. I'm not gonna have the key for this, am I? Yeah. Wait, do we have a... Yes, we do have... Ward of Water. Okay. There it is. The big one. Or, well, the same-sized one as all of the other ones. One wonders where the Black Blade is. And also where that new map page went, but anyway. Am I hearing a fire elemental in here? Plot twist. Gonna lurk again for a while? No problem. Thanks for chatting. It's another fire shadow. Okay. Hey, buddy. No, no. He noticed me. That's really unfortunate. Or maybe... Okay, does he just do that, or did he notice me? He noticed me. He noticed me? Oh. Okay. That's electrical. Okay. If I just... Yeah. I'm sure that'll be fine. I don't... Why has he lost his noise? Oh, it's coming back. Okay. Yeah, I sometimes randomly remember that the War in the North exists, and it's not a bad game. It's like a co-op hack and slash, and I was able to play it with a friend in split screen co-op many years ago, except it has this very bizarre design choice. I remember that, and I know it's not unique to that game, but it really annoys me every time it happens, and I remember encountering it first in that game, where it's like, for some reason it only saves, like, player one's progress in the story, and in the case of that game, it goes, like, even though you're, like, racking up all the XP and the gear and all that, once you get to a certain point in the story, it goes, like, oh, no, you can't actually play together because player 2 is not far enough in the story, even if it's literally on the same system. And it's just like a different account playing split screen on the same system, and it's like, nope, you can't go further because one person is too far behind, even though Literally, you're at, like, the same XP level. For, inexplicable reasons that, and maybe at least partially based on spite, Redfall also does that, kind of. Except that it just gives you a warning. It's like, oh, player 2 hasn't, like, done their campaign yet, and it only saves progress for the host. For some reason. Not sure why that has started firing all of a sudden, but anyway. What did that do? Anything useful? Or indeed, anything at all? Hello. I'm not allowed to shoot you. $1,022. I need, like, a lot more than that, if I'm not mistaken. That's gonna do something that'll be good. I hope.
Every key opens something, somewhere.
This is true, Garrett. However... Oh, there's the black blade. Oh, hello. Okay, let's just alert the whole compound, shall we? I'm sure nothing bad could possibly happen if I alert the entire compound. I'm sure nothing bad at all could possibly happen if I alert the entire compound. This is really fine. This is very fine and cool. And normal. Does this just go... Yeah, okay. Okay, just look... Okay. It was a prank. It was a joke. Don't... Oh! It's fine. Somewhere... Where was the door? Mothrill, Davin, Water Talisman, Sentinel. Where the... There's a haunt. I saw a door. I definitely saw a door. This man is going to karate chop me to death. Where did I see a door? When did I see a door? Oh, wait. I saw a door down here. I don't know that this key is going to be the key to this door, however. Is it? No. No, it is not. This is the key to something else. Which means I may have screwed up kind of bad. I might have goofed. I might have done a bit of a goof. I might have done a really big goof, possibly. Okay, you're here. This is that gets me the key. What does this do? What is the purpose of that? Why do I want that? Does it open something? Does it close something? Is this now open? Wherever it was? Wherever it was? Nope. No, it is not. What a... definitely missing something. But what? Where? When? And how? Still not sure what causes that to happen. Okay, so this is the spider zone. Okay, I thought it couldn't see me because I was in full dark. I was mistaken. Did I throw this switch? That certainly does something. That does that. Wait a second. No. Good. Okay, so what if... Just bear with me, Mr. Karate Man. If I were to... I forgot that fire elementals hurt you when you get close to them. If I were to do that, and then I were to do... Like, that closes the one door. That should close... That should mean this is now... Yeah, that's now closed. Is the other gate inexplicably open? Also, what does that switch do? These are the mysteries of our time. This is the wrong way. I've alerted the Karate Man for no reason. This is still locked. Does this key inexplicably open this? No, it does not. There he is, the Karate Man. I'll let him karate me to death for once. If only to check what the loot total is. 2152, and I need 1,800 of that. Great. Okay, well, maybe there'll be a big treasure room at the end of all this that will miraculously have another 700 loot. Okay, this area is really confusing. I don't know what the hell does this do? I've turned something on. There must be some purpose to me coming over here, because I don't remember anything other than getting a key over here. We've got the Karate Man. That's the window to the other Karate Man. There's a secret room. I should have known. It was all for naught, or... That's gonna open the door, I bet. Or, well, the gate, I should say. Hey, what's up? Don't shoot me, please. Okay, thanks, bye. Ouch! My back. It's fine. I didn't need that health anyway. Who needs more than 5 HP, am I right? It's this way, isn't it? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? What is this for? Okay, maybe if both of them... a little less than 2-minute warning on the ads. Maybe if both of them are off? Maybe if they're both off. No. No. That doesn't do anything. Okay. Maybe that did something else around here. One can only hope. One can only hope. This guy's gonna kill me, probably. There's nothing here. I don't know why I did that. I'm dead now. Literally, what are you supposed to... I have this key that does nothing. I have this other key that I know what it does, but I don't need to do that yet. I know where I need to go. I'm gonna look and see if... I'm gonna cut our pain short. Gonna check the old walkthrough. See if I can at least get these switches explained. What is this? Varyx, Obelisk, comma, there we go. Save me, Fortuny. Okay. Skip all the way to... What? I think I've been walking past the water talisman a few times. Okay. Go through the secret door, yada yada. Excuse me. Big room with the fire element. Oh, fire sentinel. Click some nuggets off the floor. Yeah, did that. Pull the big lever to open a portcullis. Yes, I did that. Access spider tunnel for some loot, possibly the black sword. Collect the copper key from the metal shelf in the left-hand area. Is that the key that I got already? Go back where you first mantle up, go through metal door, the workbench. Follow the left side passageway, mantle up in the northeast corner. Oh? Also, this walkthrough says that the talisman of water is bobby-trapped, by the way. If you're watching this, Fortuny, Varyx Obelisk, page 5, bobby-trapped twice. Okay. So I guess... Oh my god. Oh no. Okay, so I know what the switches do. And there are more of them, and I've missed some. That's to disable the bobby trap. So there's one in the spider zone. There's one... Okay, so this counts as the copper key, I guess. This doesn't really look copper to me, but anyway. Okay, there's somewhere that I have to mantle up, basically. But first I have to deal with this bobby trap situation. And that requires me to go over here. One of these has a switch, allegedly. One of them... Is it in the niche opposite the vase? One of them has a... switch? Question mark? Big question mark? I don't see it. I don't see anything, actually. I see only pain. Well, there goes all my HP. Who is Bobby and why did they trap the room? I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Somewhere in this zone. This is the wrong zone. Somewhere in this zone, I guess there's somewhere you can mantle up. Yeah, okay. Understandable. I'm gonna see if I can just be... We're gonna go big brain time. We're gonna avoid the Bobby trap. Because I... may have soft-locked myself. May have soft-locked myself. Never mind, we're good. We're actually good. Why would I do that? I literally saw that that was the on position, and I did it anyway. Anyway, this is progress. I'm simply going to survive the Bobby trap. There we go. It's Lord Randall's sapphire vase. Okay.
This
now.
seems too easy.
That's because it is Garrett, but check this out. Check this shit out, Garrett.
This is not good.
Okay, well that's not... Oh, I see. Look, if I were simply cool enough to survive this, look, okay, this is
too easy.
This is doable. This is doable.
Oh, this is not good.
Okay, this man is going to be upset, but that's fine. That's fine. If I can just kite him over here, I'm gonna get a face full of... Yep. Oh, it's the whole place, huh? And also that door is locked now. Great. I accept my fate. Wait a second.
I can try picking the lock or finding the right key.
I don't think there is a key, Garrett. This actually might be all I need to do. I think I can just dodge the rest. This is probably what opens the gate. Whoops. Probably. Or maybe this unlocks a secret compartment where I get a litter of free puppies. But I think it's probably more likely the former. Anytime you're ready. Anytime at all. There we go.
This seems too easy.
I heard a door opening.
Oh, this is not good.
Okay, come see me over here. It's very cool and interesting over here. Thanks. Ouch. That's okay. I didn't need that. I didn't need that. What the hell did that do? I hear... Huh? Oh, hello. What is this?
Now for the talisman.
What did that... Now for the tell. This thing is still locked, though. It's still locked, Garrett. Okay, I've disabled the bobby traps. How do I leave? Is there some form of alternative exits, or have I soft locked myself? Because the latter would be really unfortunate. What does Fortuny have to say about this? Okay. Big lever to deactivate bobby trap. Yes. It says bobby trap everywhere. Let's see if the talisman of water. Pull the lever up on the east wall to open the exit portcullis. This may or may not have closed behind you earlier. Okay. Pull it up. Pull it up, you say. That would be this. Pull it up. Beautiful. Now. Here we go. I don't remember where the door is. There it is. It was somewhere around here. Wonder how frequently the keepers bang into the walls. Treasure key. Okay. I remember there being a door somewhere in here that I couldn't open. Would that be this? Oh? 2 missions with Puffy set up correctly. Amazing. They're learning. Beautiful. Music to my ears. Peak.wave, exactly. I would pump this shit directly into my house if I could. Mystic Treasure Room.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Oh. Okay. Oh, this is the wrong way. I saved looking at the wrong direction. It's actually over here. Unless... Oh, okay. I see what...
I have a bad feeling about this.
Bobby traps, exactly. Oh, did these just... I guess I live here now. Look at the velocity on that. That's showing up for like 1 frame. I imagine there's something over here to disable said traps. Then... Huh. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they'll... Oh. I was gonna say, maybe they'll have stopped by now, but that... Okay, what if I... No. It's like, what if I survived that, actually? I don't have to get out. Is...
I have a bad feeling.
Go, 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 go. Okay, do I have, like, a speed? I do... Oh. You know how this has to go. Okay. Get rid of that. Get into position.
Bad feeling about this.
Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. What? No, this is doable. This is doable. It has to be.
I have a bad feeling about this.
What? Why does it... It blows up... It blows up like the whole room. This...
I have a bad feeling about
I can do this. I can do this. There's definitely a correct way to do this.
I have a bad feeling about this.
But this way is so much funnier if it works. That... Okay. Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this.
Is there like a safe zone anywhere? Yes. Yes, there is. Oh, okay. So, safe zone in this corner. Which means I just have to get the far one and I can lean and get the near one.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I just need this. Fuck it, we ball. I can't believe that worked. Okay. Success. Hello, welcome, Snake. You're catching me at the very end here. I'm actually gonna... This is going to be the last one for the evening, but I am happy to end it on a high note. And all of the objectives ticked, which has been a rarity recently. Even if I have more or less finished most of the missions that I've streamed. So there you go, Varyx Obelisk. I should probably PM Fortuny and let him know about the whole Bobby trap thing, because that's a little bit silly. Yeah, the mission ended right there. That was at the Bobby trap room. Yeah. That was it. There was no get out objective. That's why I decided to do that absolutely ridiculous scheme. Because I was like, this would be really funny if it worked, and it did. So, yeah, there we go. I'm actually thinking about, I got distracted. I was going to say this earlier, but I'm thinking about when I finally revisit Mines of Margroth for the in the Ruins of Origenia campaign, I'm kind of thinking of voluntarily attempting to ghost it, just because I know, like, I was talking to Wongus about it a while ago, and he's like, yeah, Marble Man's saving up all these points to, like, make me ghost it. And this has sort of, like, awakened my competitive spirit, and I'm like, I don't know that it's possible. It might be possible on normal. So I'm like, I have finished the mission, so do I try to ghost it just to prove that it's possible? But, Varyx was merciful enough to not make you backtrack to the starting point. You watched the Mons of Margaret fun. Pulled through until the end, but loot objective ruined it. Yep. There was no way I was going back for, like... I don't even remember what it was. It wasn't that much. It was like 300 loot or something, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend another hour, like, searching for all this loot. I basically finished it, so... yeah. But there's... yeah, I don't know... There's certain sections of that... I don't think it would be ghostable on Expert, because there's, like, the headless... Varyx zombie section where all of the floor is really loud and it's also really brightly lit, and also there's a shitload of loot on the ground that I think that would just bust it every time on Expert, because like I don't think there's any way. I could look at a loot list, I guess, but I don't think there's any way that you could get through it without those bits of loot. But I don't know, maybe if I make a plan, I don't know. I could maybe plan it out. Maybe it would be doable on Expert, but I don't know. I think normal though. Like now knowing that in that guard post in the town there is a light switch that turns all of the lights off. I think that would be doable. And the only trick would be you would have to go through the whole like left side of the town. You would have to use water arrows to get past the guards in the main square, and you would have to hit the shop that has the 2 guys in it. And that might be a bust also, because you would need the water arrows to do the rest of it. Like I don't think there's any possible way that you could do it without the water arrows and the supplies that are in that shop. So, I don't know, but it might be possible. The competitive spirit has been awakened, so maybe in like 2 years when I get back to that a second time. Actually, it might even be sooner than that. Then maybe I'll give it a go. But anyway, next time we're going to pick it up with Geller's Pride, most likely. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, Scoop, and everybody else that's watching. Killer's Pride is nice. This is good. I'm good. I'm glad to have some good things on the horizon, because yeah, I mean the Saint of Redmound was good today. Varyx Obelisk was all right. F was certainly one of the missions that I've played. And the spider caves did indeed do what was advertised on the tin, but I don't think the execution was actually all that good. But yeah. Anyway, I'm glad that there are good missions happening now and again. Now, because most of the early missions have been like middling to bad a lot of the time. So feeling like that Gordon Ramsay meme where he's like, delicious, finally some good fucking food. Anyway, I'll be back most likely this Saturday evening as per usual. Well, Saturday night, my time, at around somewhere between 10 and 11 Mountain Standard Time. So hope y'all tune in again, and I will see you next time. Sorry, Scoop. I didn't see. F was Kino. Yeah, F kind of was Kino, but also not. But yeah, I'll catch you all next time. Have a good night, or good morning, good day, whatever time it is. Most of you are Europeans, so good day. And yeah, catch you next time. Bye.